Alright, I think I am streaming right now. Hold on 1 second. Maybe. Wait, if I'm streaming, how come I can't bring up the, where's, oh, the view, is it? No. Multi-view, no. Where is it? Not scene selection. Hmm. That's not it. Show settings folder, no. Order. Advanced auto parts. Ow! It's not a dock. Oh, here we go. Yay, it's back up. I couldn't figure that out. Alright, so it's there. I need to remember that's, for whatever reason, it's under docks. Stats? What does stats do? Oh, it's over here. Okay, drop frames. Okay, we are live right now, it says. Okay, let me move that out of the way, because you guys don't need to... Oh, what? Oh! That's weird. Sorry. I'm trying to figure stuff out live. We'll do it live, because I'm still learning how to live stream. It's a new thing. Um, oh, I don't know. I don't know, sorry, man. I'm trying to figure stuff out live. We'll do it live. Yeah. All right. As long as I just had to ensure that I am indeed actually live streaming. So, um, all right. Welcome back. I am again here. Uh, to suffer, the slings and arrows DSP hurls at us all the time. All right. No, I actually have a couple of his dumbass pre-streams that I think, if I remember correctly, and if I have the correct videos, hopefully, um, contain bits that I wanted to comment on, but I can't exactly remember if these are the right ones or not. So, since I have to watch it anyway to see if it is the right one or not, might as well just stream the damn thing so I can learn how to stream on top of that. So like it's two birds with one stone, as they say, Droob, because that way, well, I can watch it to see if it is the right one, and then if it is the right one, then I can just cut and crop and edit the part that I get. When I do get to the part that I want, I can just crop and edit that part and upload that as an actual video. And on top of that, I get to learn how to stream more, so I can figure out more about how to stream and all that bullshit. So it's like three birds with one stone, really, if you think about it. So yeah, that's cool. Oh, I don't want to do that. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. I'm just looking at the different stats as it says it is. I don't know. It's weird. The stats don't tell you if, like, how many viewers you have or anything like that. I mean, I know I don't have any right now. It's just 3 a.m. No one's gonna be watching this anyway. But if you guys do watch this, welcome. Um, Feel free to chat. I'll reply when I can if I see it. I'll actually reply, dude. But yeah, so I'm just kind of learning as I go here. I've never actually, well, this is my second time streaming ever, so I kind of prefer doing videos, but it's cool to learn new things. And hopefully, maybe I'll get into the swing of doing more on the fly, as they say. So let's listen to the moron. Hopefully, it's not too loud or too quiet. And let's see if this is actually the right one or not.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Good morning. Today is June 5th.
Actually, should I speed him up a tiny bit? How fast is that?
2023. Today is an exciting day. Welcome to the Level 1 Podcast. I'm DSP. We got a lot to talk about today in regards to a few updates on React content, the status of my
I hope that's not too fast. If he actually says something interesting, I'll slow it back to normal speed. Actually, let me just compromise and do 1.25.
A big new game release later tonight, which I'm happy to bring to you after.
Yeah, basically sounds like normal speed right there, honestly.
On the fence for a long time whether or not I was going to be playing Diablo, and now officially it arrives tonight. So,
and we all know how that turned out, don't we? I'm already stopping. This is not a good sign. He had one good day with good viewership, and then the next day after, he was bitching that no one was there to watch him. You guys wanted me to play Diablo, now no one's here. I only have 300 people watching me. Boo fucking who? I'm like, Phil, there's a lot of people who would love to have 300 people watching them.
Being here this morning, those who are here live, and for those who are watching on demand.
And he's already thinking about quitting it, so Diablo 4 is not lasting long at all.
I mean, really. If you want to talk about having a day where you get off on the wrong foot, I think yesterday was definitely like the textbook case of that for me. As you know, I was late to the show yesterday because I had personal stuff going on behind the scenes that took up a bunch of time in the morning that I didn't want to have to deal with, but I had to. That's life when you're an adult. It already got me in the wrong mindset, all stressed out and not feeling good.
Aww.
And then we jumped into a React session over on DSP Reacts, my weekly DSP versus the Internet show, which, to some extent I did enjoy, but at the same time, number one, let's be honest, the show seems to be a lot of similar clips every week, which is not good. You want variety on a show like that. And because of the format we were using, a lot of the same people were getting the opportunities to submit their clips, and it was a lot of similar stuff week after week. Number two, the support on that channel has waned in about the last 30 days. We went from something like over 130 members all the way down to 70. So almost a 50% drop in support, and it's basically disheartening. It's a channel that I really enjoyed putting effort into so far this year. It's something you guys wanted, but it seems like after 4 months of doing it, interest has fallen apart, and people aren't really that excited for it anymore, even though people had asked me for this kind of content for years and years. So, this kind of happens from time to time. And doing that React show, I'll be honest, kind of deflated me. I was like, man, that really sucks, because I was hoping that, the channel would be more successful than it basically is turning out to be right now.
What?
However...
Alright, we gotta go back down to normal. Hold on a second. Oh, already got some good stuff here. Sorry, I was just checking something. But yeah, so what was that, Phil? I don't even know where to put that. I need to clean. What was that, Phil? What?
That React show, I'll be honest, kind of deflated me. I was like, man, that really sucks, because I was hoping that, the channel would be more successful than it basically is turning out to be right now.
Maybe because you don't know what the fuck you're doing? Maybe because you aren't actually watching the entire clip that people are paying you money to actually watch. How hard is it? We've said this before. How hard is it to just be like, hey, limit the clip suggestions to 2 or 3 minutes, and people who are actually paying you money to be memberships, the only thing they get for being a membership there, and be like, hey, I'll watch your entire clip from start to finish, but you gotta limit it to 2 or 3 minutes, and that's it. How hard would that be? Apparently that's like super difficult or something, and he can't figure that out, and you would probably be a lot more successful than you are on that. But probably not, because it is DSP, and it would just find some other way to fuck it up, because we all know that he doesn't know what he's doing, dude. And honestly, you're just a nobody. I mean, I'm not one to talk. I'm even less of a nobody than he is. But, like, you're not someone who people generally care about your opinions on stuff, right? You're not some big E-celeb. You're not fucking, moist critical or someone who people hold their opinion to a higher standard than others. So, like, why would anyone care what your opinion is, what your hot take is on what fucking Singapore food? On random fucking stupid ass meme videos from 10 years ago? Why should they care at all about any of that shit, huh?
However, just so you guys know, there are some changes happening this week that maybe will reinvigorate the channel and make it better.
Oh,
There's
yay,
actually
changes.
a bunch of content coming out in the next week that's all React related, which we'll talk about in a minute as we go through the schedule, because there's going to be some extra stuff over there that hopefully will get people boosted up and excited again, okay? Anyway, so after doing that, last night we had a late night session of Street Fighter 6. Now, this was the first day since the release of Street Fighter 6 that I was not playing Street Fighter 6 all day long. And what I found was a combination of already being stressed out, right? And then not having played Street Fighter 6 during the day, I jumped into it almost rusty, and I decided to play DJ, who's a character who I used to use back in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which is the Street Fighter game I'm best competitively at. I mean, he used to be one of my main characters in the game.
And even that's not very good. We all know how bad his gameplay is.
Let me tell you guys something. DJ in Street Fighter 6 plays literally nothing
literally
like his counterpart in Super Turbo. I don't think there's a single move that has the same properties besides maybe low medium kick as a sweep. I think every other move has been dramatically changed. And so when that's the case, it's like learning, you know, day one from the ground up. And what ends up happening is I'm playing against people now who have been playing this game since it came out earlier this week, and they're just using one character. You know, me, every stream of Street Fighter 6, I'm using different characters, right? But you can tell when you're playing someone who, they hit you once, dash cancel.
And that's another
combo.
problem he has, is that, like,
combo.
He's still, like, he has so many of these games, and he was saying himself he has so many of these games that he still has to finish and get off the conveyor belt or whatever, but he's just focusing 100% doubling down on Street Fighter 6, right? And I get that it's a new game, and he might be excited about it. I mean, hell, how much money did he spend on new characters, new skins recently? How much of his dense fucking money did he waste on new skins and everything like that, right? I get that, but at the same time, like, Zelda has just fucking gone to, like, Ban World, apparently. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get back to that. I'm like, like, I don't know, like, I was under the impression he wasn't even gonna play Diablo 4 at all, because, like, he wasn't showing a whole lot of interest in it. It doesn't really seem like a kind of game Phil would like kind of thing, and it just doesn't really seem like a game he would be interested in. And we've all seen his gameplay of it. Didn't look very like he was very invested in it anyway. So, like, why bother? Like, I don't get that. And he's probably gonna drop it anyway, which he probably should, honestly. Drop Diablo 4 and start playing more Zelda games again. And, like, stop. I know you hate Zelda and you're not very good at it because you're a dumbass and people are laughing at you virally on Twitter about that. But, like, dude, like, you're oversaturating your supposed variety content by just playing Street Fighter all the time.
Oh, look,
and it's boring.
It's like, whoa. This is my second time.
We all know you're terrible at it. Got it.
How the hell is this guy, dominating me? Because they've been playing this nonstop, and you know what I mean? Like, it's going to get tougher. That's going to be a major hurdle I'm going to face. And essentially, what's going to happen is you're going to have nights like last night where I'm going to get frustrated. I'm going to lose a ton. I lost, I think, 2 times as much as I won. I actually have the statistics, and I could read them out tonight or this morning, but I did horribly. I did absolutely.
I want to do one thing super quick. So while we have that open, because all right, back on it.
Absolutely, positively. Sorry about horribly. That. I did. And I admit it. And I'll tell you, it was 50-50. It was lack of game and character knowledge and horrible execution. There were many opportunities when I was playing last night when I could have easily won a round if I had good execution. Get that anti-air, hit him with the wall bounce in the corner into a giant punish combo, and I couldn't do it. I was dropping combos, I was dropping moves. It was very disappointing.
Sounds like normal then for you, right, Phil?
Previously has had, a lot of background in competitive Street Fighter, someone who, you know, has won tournaments, someone who's been there, done that. I've been in this tournament scene. You know what I'm saying?
And you sucked at it then. And
it
you
is
were just a
very
little
disheart-
bitch about it. Like, his whole tournament scene bullshit. Like, you were just like the biggest troll. You were acting like it was fucking WWE and some bullshit.
To
That doesn't
basically get my
mean
butt handed
anything.
to me like that. You know what I mean? It is. And I don't want that to become the norm. I would rather have that be the exception to the rule. That doesn't mean anything, though. It could be, you know, I'm getting older, right? I don't want to sit here and blame stuff on my controller. I don't want to blame it on the game. It's me. I'm getting older, and I need to accept that. And I need to practice more, and I need to be mentally ready to accept a ton of losses.
Mentally ready because I
just
am
said this
an
the other day.
idiot.
Someone asked me, they said, I went online and I did all my placement matches with the character, and I lost all 10. And I'm all disheartened. What do I do? I said, you got to learn to be a good loser before you can be a winner in anything in life. But in
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm trying to write something, Phil. Why do you have to say so much stupid shit all the fucking time? Okay. That's gonna have to wait till a boring part. So, you, of all people, are fucking trying to say this now, right? You, who's the saltiest loser, bitch-made bitch ever. Well, anytime you lose anything, anytime you lose at any game, ever, you will bitch, you will blame every single person except for yourself. You have 1,000,001 excuses all lined up. Every single excuse under the sun. Any lined up. He never ever blames himself for anything. Even the worst drama-related shit that he does, he never actually blames himself. Like, I don't even know what arguably would be the worst. It's like, next time just give her a pill and leave her on the side of the road. That was my depression. I don't actually take accountability for me saying that. It was just because I was sad. So just another excuse. Like, you never take responsibility for anything. And now you're over here pretending to say this bullshit. And then you go, well, this same day, you will go, like, after he says this bullshit on this pre-stream podcast, right? And then you go, like, what? Well, we all know how long his fucking podcast is. But you go after his podcast, and the next time he's playing Street Fighter 6, which was this day, and he'll be making excuses and being like, this is fucking bullshit and all this other bullshit. Like, making excuses straight back again. Like, ignoring what he just said right here. And it's just fucking insane. It's like, who are you trying to pander to? Who do you think you were? Who was in your chat watching you that you, like, wanted to pretend that you were a normal person that normally actually lives by those actual words instead of being the little bitch that we all know you are?
What do I do? I said, you got to learn to be a good loser before you can be a winner in anything in life, but in particular in competitive fighting games. You have to take your licks. And then once you've taken those licks over and over and over, hopefully you'll learn something. And as long as...
This is Phil saying that. Phil Burnout saying this. First of all, why does any of these people ask him, of all people, these questions when he is saying advice, supposedly advice, that no one else, that he does not that he is saying advice that he himself doesn't take. He never takes this advice. He never takes it to heart. He is the exact opposite of what he's preaching here. And it's fucking insane.
Your losses, then that means you've gotten ahead. You know what I mean? You're not going to win every match. That's ridiculous. So, for me, I look at last night and I'm like, well, admittedly, that was a big fail. It was a lot of losses. It was a lot of frustration for me. But at the same time, I feel like hopefully, you know, I at least understand how the character plays, even though my execution was bad. At least I kind of understand the basics of the character. And maybe if I face the character, I'll know what to expect. Now, will I go back and play DJ again? I very well might. I need to go back into it with a mindset of being refreshed. Like last night when I was playing, I got so frustrated right away. And already, like I told you guys, I was already stressed out. I already had a bad day. I already had other things going on.
Had a bad day.
My stream that were bothering me. And that, admittedly, can 1,000,000% affect you. When you're
Million
playing anything in a
percent,
competitive
dude.
capacity, especially fighting games. Again, you need to be of that mindset. You're ready to go and you're refreshed and your mind's in the game. And if it's not, and you're just going to get compounding frustration. And that's literally what happened with me. It was just a bunch of compounding frustrations.
Oh, more excuses coming out.
You know, it resulted in, I would argue, a bad stream. Now, some people said they liked it.
All
anyway.
your streams
I'm
are bad
happy. Thank you
streams.
to those who did
Every one of them.
enjoy last night's DJ stream, even though I did horribly in it. You know, I could have, you know, taken that and said, well, I need a break from the game, but I'm not going to do that. Instead,
No, of course not. I don't care about oversaturating my entire channel. Like, maybe he just shouldn't have, deleted his DSP Street Fighter channel. And then he could just be playing all these Street Fighter 6 streams over there instead. Because, like, if his actual fans actually care about the variety that he claims he's a variety streamer, right? He's always going on about how I'm a variety streamer, guys, and all this other bullshit. But hold on. Oof. Sorry. But he's always going on and on about that. But like he's been playing Street Fighter nonstop for like what, a week now? With hardly any other games. You had Diablo this day. This was what, yesterday? No, the day before ago. Yeah. So it's like 2 days ago at this point. And it's like, but he doesn't care. It's like, maybe you should. If you have a bad stream of it, maybe change it up. Maybe take a break and play a different game. Bring Zelda back into the rotation or something.
Move forward.
No, not going to do that.
I feel refreshed today. I had a good night's sleep. I did. I had a nice, refreshing night's sleep.
No one cares
I woke
about
up this morning
that.
feeling a lot better. Mindset. I was able to do my stuff on time today and feeling normal.
Again, no one cares.
And also the fact that later today we're going to be doing something new, a new game, which is cool, which we'll talk about in a moment.
Which you'll hate anyway.
So I'm kind of back in the game today, I feel. And yes, I'll be picking
Got
a new
that
character
groove
today.
back, in that vibe
and we'll
back.
see how it goes. I'm hoping having a longer stream rather than the rushed night streams. That's another thing I should say too. When I'm doing my night streams are shorter than my daytime streams. So when I'm trying to learn a new character, I feel rushed. I absolutely feel like I'm in a rush to learn the character and get online, and I don't have enough time to really absorb. As opposed to a daytime stream, I have a whole extra hour to kind of space it out and feel a little bit more comfortable. So today, hoping for something better. And people are saying, no spoilers on the character. I will not spoil. I know who I'm picking today. I absolutely, positively know who I'm picking today. It'll be interesting for sure. Again, it could be another situation where it doesn't go well. Or it could be a situation where it does go well. I don't know. It's kind of like an X factor, really, when I play these games. Or this game. I don't know how it's going to go. Like, honestly, I think the best I've done is with Blanca. And that was the first character I picked, right? It was kind of interesting. I think a lot of people don't know how to handle Blanca in this game because he's kind of an oddball character, right? I actually feel like...
Aren't they all kind of like oddball characters? All kind of new, not new, but
like I'm thinking about
different
who did I have the
unique,
most fun
whatever.
playing with so far, and I would say probably Blanca, and admittedly, I think Lily. Because I think by the end of the time that I was playing with Lily, even though I don't think she's a strong character in the game, I was kind of getting her, and I had 7 straight wins when I ran out of time and couldn't keep playing, and I was kind of like, damn. I was like, oh, I wish I could have kept going, because I actually was, like, having momentum.
Yeah, he loves to, like, end a stream on a win.
We'll
like,
see what happens.
he leaves a bad taste in his mouth if he ends a stream on a loss or something.
You know,
so he'll stay a little bit later if he can't seem to eke out a win.
I did okay, you know, especially when you're picking, you know, new game, new characters and everything. Let's see what happens. I'm excited for today. Like I said, I am feeling refreshed. I probably should clean my joystick, wipe it off, because after a couple of days of playing, it's probably yucky. So I'll probably get some cleaner and wipe it down before we start today. And see how that goes, all right? So what I would like to say is thank you. Everyone has been great. Really, this whole weekend, everyone's been great. Everyone's been supportive of Street Fighter 6. I understand a lot of you'll like the variety content I put out, and the fact that this weekend there's been no variety. It's been all Street Fighter 6, right? Some people are like, nah, I don't really like that. I really prefer variety. I like it when you have chill streams. Boy, let me tell you guys, Street Fighter 6 has been the opposite of chill streaming, right? There's been zero chill. I got to be hyper focused and
it's all
concentrating.
try hard.
I'm trying to learn.
Yeah.
There's some rage.
Try hard. That's all it is.
Euphoria when I win, but there's no chance for me to turn to you guys and have conversation. It doesn't happen when I'm playing competitive fighting games, and it's been like that the whole weekend, right? So I apologize for that, but we will get other kinds of gameplay starting tonight, which we'll talk about in a moment as I go through the schedule. I am planning on having Zelda return to the schedule this week. It's going to be tough because I got 2 React events I'm doing this week that are special in Summer Game Fest, as well as the Xbox/Starfield event. So that's going to take a lot of time away from gaming this week. But at the same time, I think this week's going to be an interesting return to form with variety, okay? And I hope that you guys will come back to the other streams. If you're someone who hasn't liked the fighting game stuff and you've only been watching the podcast, and you're like, man, when is Phil done with Street Fighter so we can get back to other stuff? Starting today, we get back to that variety rotation, okay? Cool. All right, so thanks for understanding. Thanks for the support. Sorry I sucked last night. Hopefully I do better today.
You always suck. That's not anything new.
Mindset, okay? All right. I think we should just go right into the schedule, because the schedule this week is pretty interesting and a big variety of stuff. So, all right. First session here is Street Fighter 6. I will be picking a new character. I know exactly who I'm using, and I'm excited to try out this character. I hope you guys are too. It should be a fun session and not a rushed session. We'll have some more time to sit back and do the guide, do some of the combo trials, and then try this character online, okay?
More
Later
trials,
tonight,
more boring,
6:45
like...
p.m. Pacific time, right here on DSP Gaming. It's the brand new game premiere, Diablo 4.
Yes. Shut up for a second. So, like, I'm pretty sure actual, like, professional, like, fighting game people, like, Maximilian and them, like, do they actually, like, stream just them in the labs, the trials, or whatever, just, like, getting to learn a character? Or, like, you would think a person who respects their audience wouldn't waste their time just, like, literally half the stream in a lab, like, learning how to use a character. They would actually, like, play it offline, right? Like, be offline for, like, an hour or two, learn the character then, and then come online, do a stream, and actually fight with it. Like, it's just boring, and who wants to fucking sit there and watch that? I mean, come on.
I have purchased the game. I have pre-installed the game. If you say, well, I don't understand, why aren't you playing Diablo 4 on the first stream? Because I can't. Diablo 4 doesn't unlock until 4 p.m. Pacific time today for those who bought the standard edition like I did. I didn't buy the $20 extra advanced edition to play it early. And it unlocks at 4 p.m., which is really weird. A 4 p.m. unlock, I know. But that's what they've said, as long as they didn't change it. Okay? I certainly hope they didn't change it. So we'll see, but yes. Diablo. All right? Tonight. And I hope that you guys will chill with me as I play. The thing about Diablo is, yes, there'll be some story elements, and yes, I'll be picking my class and everything, but once you get into the meat of Diablo, it's just a lot of grindy combat. It really is. It's just grindy combat and a lot of looting and stuff like that.
So, why are you
that
playing it? You know, it's not going to look very good.
That's,
oh, I see.
I definitely will compare it to games like Hades and stuff like that. That top-down action, tons of combat, our opportunity to chill and talk and have a good time, right? So, I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a good stream tonight, hopefully. I hope that Diablo works for my streams, because if it doesn't, that kind of sucks. You know, I haven't played a Diablo game in over a decade. Diablo 3 did not work. People didn't like it. But being that now I
well, no one kind of liked Diablo 3, to be fair. I think that was more the game.
And on top of that, people have been asking for Diablo. They were very excited for the launch of Diablo.
People will always want this. You guys want this. You guys want this.
They're basically
so
saying that they think
if it doesn't work out good, he can blame his fans on it. He won't be like, well, I guess I just thought it was not going to be good.
Diablo 4 all weekend. She did get the advanced version, and she's been playing it since Friday. She got it Friday. Yeah. When I started playing Street Fighter 6, she started playing Diablo 4. She loves it. And, you know, I watched her play a little bit of it. Unlike other games, you can't really spoil Diablo because the story doesn't really matter. It's more about the gameplay. So I watched her play a little bit of it. I was not like I was sitting around and actively following what she was doing in the game, but I was watching her fight and, you know, seeing some of the enemy types and stuff. It's kind of neat. Looks good. By the way, she's playing it on the Series S, and it runs beautifully on the Series S. Like, I was shocked because I'm thinking, oh, the Series S will be underpowered. Oh, no. It runs full 60 frames per second. It's got all the visual effects. It's gorgeous. I was like, wow, they actually made the game run really beautifully on this lower end console. I'm impressed at how good it is. So,
my pleb of a wife can't afford the
only think it's
higher
gonna
end
run even better
consoles
on the
like
Series
I
X,
can.
you know.
I had
So
to
that's
get her
cool.
the crappy
And I certainly
subpar
hope you guys will join
console.
me
She
tonight.
doesn't
Now, I'm getting
deserve
a ton of questions.
the good
All
console.
right, a ton of questions in the chat. Phil, do you know what class you're gonna pick? Have you decided? No.
He went with a mage, by the way.
We'll look at
Big
it tonight.
shock.
And
He wants to
we'll
cheese
do
the
it together.
game as easily as possible,
We'll
so
do it
he's
live,
just gonna
we'll do
throw
it live.
lightning
Pick
all
a
over the
class
place.
Tonight, live.
Like he did with fucking Elden Ring.
You know, for a game like
Just
this,
cheesing
I'd
it as much
probably
as
lean
possible.
more towards a magic user, but at the same
Yeah,
time,
see?
I guess there's a cool class that can morph into animals. Like there's a class you can turn into a werewolf or a werebear or something like that. That sounds kind of cool. But at the same time, I think I might want to do a sorcerer.
It actually is really fucking cool because, like, I don't have the game. I don't know if I'm gonna bother spending $70 on it. It doesn't look that great. I'm more excited for Baldur's Gate than I am for Diablo 3. But I did play the beta of Diablo 4, and the Druid class, which is what he's talking about, the Druid class, obviously. And the Druid class was fucking awesome because, like, you just fucking turn into a werewolf and just fucking slash at enemies. It was really fucking fun.
Or something. I don't know. I want to look at
But
the class.
those characters are thicker and built and like pretty hefty. He's not gonna pick a character like that. He's gonna pick some stick thin mage.
With you guys tonight, and we'll try to figure this out. Okay? So I'm not sold.
Figure this out like it's a
I think we'll have a
math
good time
problem or
tonight,
something
okay?
over here.
So, good stuff. Tonight, the premiere of Diablo 4. Now, tomorrow, my last consecutive streaming day of the week, it's going to be the same as today. Street Fighter 6 on the first stream and more Diablo 4 on the late stream. Okay? So, more progress. Will I be doing World Tour mode tomorrow? Likely no.
Nope.
I think this whole first premiere week,
He's probably going to skip World Tour mode altogether, to be honest. I don't think he's going to be doing the single player mode at all.
That's about just under half the cast.
Because he already
right?
paid to get the skins or whatever, and I guess that's the only real incentive to do the single player mode is to get the skins and everything. So he's not going to do that.
So, will World
Unless he really wants to milk it.
Will World Tour mode happen? Yes. When will it happen? I don't know. I don't want to promise you guys something because originally I thought I would absolutely, positively do it this week. And after having played Street Fighter 6 this week, I decided against it. I said, nah, it doesn't make sense to do it. Let's just relax and play each character new and go from there. Let's see what happens. Maybe I will do it. I think I will do it. I think I want to do it because I want to unlock those skins. And by the way, that's another thing. I think today, I think I'm going to bite the bullet. I think I'm going to buy the skins for Street Fighter 6 because I really want the alternate skins. Some of these characters, their alternate skins look really good. And I'm kind of like, man, do I really want to have to wait to play World Tour mode, which could take weeks to unlock this stuff? I might just get them today.
See?
Because I want those skins. God damn it. I want the skins.
So just waste more of his fans' money.
Have been very supportive this weekend. So I can get the skins if I want. All right? It's been kind of a self-control thing. But I'm like, I'm getting good content out of this game. You guys are enjoying the content out of the game. You're supporting the streams.
Getting good content, aka he's making more money off of it. That's why.
You got the skin in the game.
That's why.
So I think
it's because he's making a lot of money on the Street Fighter stream. So
whatever, and then you have enough to buy the skins. Because I think each character's 50 coins for a skin, and I think the $25 pack was enough to have enough coins and extra to buy the skin for each character. Skins. Anyway, so that's probably today. All right, so tomorrow, kind of a retread of today, another new character in Street Fighter 6 and Diablo. I'm off from streaming on Wednesday. You'll have a lot to get caught up on. Really, there's a lot going on this week with Street Fighter and everything. When I come back on Thursday, we are not doing a gameplay stream because guess what? Thursday is Summer Games Fest. That is correct. So I will be doing, I will be doing an abridged level 1 podcast that'll only be about maybe a half an hour to 40 minutes long. Then we'll be switching over to DSP Reacts, and I'll be doing a live react to the Summer Games Fest event that starts at noon Pacific time. It's supposed to run for 2 hours. So I'll do a live react, take a break, and then come back and do the recap reactions video that I like to do after those, where I will give you all my opinions on each thing that we saw at Summer Games Fest. So that whole first stream on Thursday is the Summer Games Fest React event on DSP Reacts, okay? Then Thursday night, likely, I will do, man, it's a tough question. What do you guys want Thursday night? Should I bring back Zelda? Should I do another Diablo stream? Or should I try a new character in Street Fighter 6? I honestly don't know what to do Thursday night. That's a tough one. Maybe we'll do a poll.
Do Zelda!
All the way from tomorrow's podcast through Thursday night.
Shouting over here. Fucking do it! It's a great game, goddammit!
Okay. All right, then Friday, daytime stream will be Street Fighter 6, and the night stream will either be Diablo or Zelda. Okay? Saturday, it's DSP versus the Internet, my weekly React show. This is the clip
that's
show
going to be
react to
garbage.
you guys who are members on DSP Reacts nominate. Now I have an announcement. We talked about this yesterday on the React show. It's time to formally talk about it.
But yeah, he's just playing, like, all he's playing is Street Fighter 6, Diablo 2, Diablo 4, which is going to get the axe pretty soon, I would wager. And Zelda, right? There's not another game he's doing right now, is it? Am I blanking? He was just talking about it, and I was zoning out. Whatever. Sorry.
I am completely changing the format of DSP versus the internet. Up until this point, it's worked like this. If you're an ultra member of the channel, meaning the highest level member, you get your video watched for sure every week. So that's 4 videos a month, right? But if you're a standard member, you're the people who will submit videos, and it was a first come, first serve basis. Basically, I would post up a community post, usually on Sundays, and people would rush to compete to post up their videos to get watched on the show. What ended up happening was a lot of people never got their videos watched because they just didn't have the time to rush to the channel and post up right away. And we had, upwards of 30, 40 people who were rushing and posting, and so those videos always got watched, and other people felt left out and said, well, why would I continue my membership if I'm not going to get anything out of it? So
Good
we're changing
question.
the format. From now on, the format is changing to be random select, which is a term from fighting games, so you could also call it shuffle mode. What I'm going to do is every week, you guys will be posting up your videos for the show.
Well, we're going to have to see how this works. Because this was only done 2 days ago, so we'll have to wait till Saturday to see if that helps any better.
That is, YouTube tends to have some issues with shuffle, and sometimes we'll play the same thing twice in a row. That's fine if that happens. We just skip the duplicate, right? But for the most part, this will be interesting.
Probably a better idea at least, but like
equal chance with everyone else who posted up to be watched on DSP versus the internet. So this should stop people from rushing to be the first person to post up. It won't matter if you're the first to post up.
Is there really that many people?
Okay, and I hope
like
that
having that many videos that they want to see this dumbass react to, though?
Today, I'm going to still leave it that every person who's a member can submit 2 videos a week. But if it turns out that we get more
that's your problem right there. Oh my god.
Then I might have to go down to only 1 suggestion a week. All right, but let's see.
No
let's see what happens with the
shit.
show
1 suggestion a week.
Sounds and Saturday night,
normal.
We'll take a break from Street Fighter, and it'll either be Diablo or Zelda on the Saturday night stream. Sunday,
Idiot.
You want to talk about something different? Sunday is the Xbox press conference / Starfield event, and get this, it starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time. That's very early for me, as you know. Usually I start my stream 10:45 a.m.
He's not getting up at 10 a.m. to fucking watch that. No way in hell is he getting up that early for that.
Right into me reacting to the Xbox press conference event at 10 a.m. And then when that ends, there's the Starfield event. I'm going to react to that too. Yes, I'll do a recap reactions kind of a deal after the fact. Now,
I get a bad feeling that the Starfield game just isn't going to be very good, to be honest.
We'll actually jump over and do some random gameplay. Maybe we'll do
I get the feeling it's
or maybe we'll jump online and just do some
not going to be good.
Or something like that. Okay? Then Sunday night, I'm not sure what we'll do. Again, it could be Diablo.
Not holding out a whole lot of hope for that.
Street Fighter, it could be Zelda. But we're going to have some gameplay.
Waiting for them to make the Elder Scrolls 6.
Week, Monday, Tuesday, essentially I'll be doing Street Fighter on the daytime streams and either Diablo or Zelda on the night
streams. If
they
ever do.
If you haven't noticed, it's kind of like, I said a lot of either ors. Yeah, because I really don't know what to do. Like Thursday night, I don't know what you guys want more. We'll do a poll for that perhaps. Same thing, all these night streams, they could be one game or the other. I guess we're going to have to see how Diablo goes tonight and tomorrow. If you guys like it a lot, you might want more Diablo and not Zelda, right? If Diablo's not so interesting to people, then people might actually want me to do more Zelda. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see, okay? So, I hope this week sounds good to you, this coming week, all right? It's going to be a variety. It's
never does.
Double React event, so there'll be extra React content over on DSP Reacts. One other thing, I am starting to review retro stuff. I decided to do a retro review series for DSP Reacts where probably once a week I'll review something from my youth. This week I reviewed the Street Fighter 2 animated movie. Next week I will probably review some kind of a fun retro 80s movie, whether it be Rocky or Predator or Gremlins or Clue or, something from the past that I really like. So I'm going to see what's available digitally.
So, he doesn't understand what a react to a movie or TV show content is. So, obviously he's just doing up wrong the whole time. It's just a spoiler-filled plot synopsis. And that's not what a fucking react is. So, out of his, 15, 20-minute long book report on the fucking video, and you have maybe, 2 minutes of his actual opinions on it, but the rest is him just talking about going over every single detail, note for note, of the fucking plot. And it's boring. That's not how you do that. That's not how you... This is how you don't react, Phil. Jesus.
I'm going to review something for you guys over there as well. I hope you'll check that out. Okay? All right. That's the schedule. That is a meaty schedule, right? It's a lot of good stuff. The good news
not really. You don't really have anything going on.
No playthroughs, no old stuff. This has been a great week so far. I'm looking forward to the next couple of days. Feeling refreshed today for sure. And we'll see how it goes. Okay? Now, I also want to say thank you all who have supported my content. I really appreciate you supporting everything this weekend. I didn't know how it was going to go, but it's been going great. Pretty much every day this weekend, support's been outstanding. From people coming out to support Street Fighter, thank you very much for that. And I hope that this week some people will be reconvinced to become members on DSP Reacts for the new format of the show next weekend. Hopefully this change will work per your feedback, okay? Cool. All right. That being said, you know how to support the channel. Giving it a like adds engagement. Engagement is key for this channel. And if we get 100 likes, I'll do a celebratory bubble blow. I was so heated and thrown off my game last night. I hit 100 likes on the stream and I didn't even do the bubble blow. And you know what? People didn't even bother me about it. I think people saw how upset I was last night, how bad things were going. They were like, let's not bother Phil. And that was appreciated, actually. Because when I get heated, when I get in that
Yeah,
mindset
don't
of
fucking
competition,
talk to me,
I'm so upset.
assholes.
It was very good that you guys didn't say, hey, do bubbles. Because I probably would have, like, flipped my shit. All right? So thank you for not bothering me about that. That was very nice of you. You were very nice to me last night. And if we hit 100 likes today, I absolutely promise you we will do a bubble blow. I'm sorry about last night not doing one, okay? Outside of that, super
Do they
chats, super
really
stickers,
care
always
that
a great way
much
to help the
about
channel, get your
bubble
message
tea?
read. A membership or a gifted membership, always appreciated. And as you know, with Street Fighter 6, we've been getting inflated attendance. People are very excited to see me get back into a competitive fighting game for the first time in so many years, and the attendance has been up. And so gifted memberships today would be an absolute great way to help out the channel. Tips. Obviously, tips help the channel. Short-term support helps a ton. Rewards for tips: $50 gunner glasses, $100 a hat, $150 a vest. Hopefully, we can make that happen today as well. That would be great. And that's really it. I'm not really gonna mention too much else. I think what we should do is we should do a couple shout-outs here and then go from there. All right, that's really it. There's no news today to really speak of. I think the only thing that happened this morning was Hideo Kojima appeared on this Apple show and said that he's porting Death Stranding to Mac and is planning on porting future games he develops with his studio to Mac. It's a non-announcement, so great for the two of you out there who play games on Macintosh. Congratulations. And, all right, let's continue. Let's do shout-outs. So, as for shout-outs, hold on a second. Okay, as for shout-outs, let's start at the beginning. So, we have a lot of overnight tips to shout out. We do. There's been a lot of overnight tips today. So, if you could bear with me for a second. Okay, let's do some shout-outs. We start off, where's the first overnight tip here? I don't know if these showed up in order.
Dead air.
Hold on a second here. Are these in order?
Oh my god. Who cares if they're in order? Just say them. As long as you get to every one of them.
They don't seem to be in order.
Oh
I got a
my
bunch of tips, but
gosh.
they're all a bunch of messages that are meant to be read in order, but they're not showing up in order. Okay, yeah, this is so weird. Okay. So the first tip of the day is a $29.99 tip from Game Tracker. We'll count it as 30, but I know that he wants to see the Street Fighter animation. So there you go, Game Tracker. Thank you for starting us with this tip. I don't know why it didn't show up in order. It's very weird. Because he has he's like an ongoing narrative here. And if I read it out of order, it won't make sense, okay? So, Game Tracker with a $30 tip. And he starts off today saying the following. Ready? He says, what a weekend. I'm sure you know by now, I've been very much enjoying your Street Fighter 6 coverage. Today, I'm going to do something a little special. I'm going to send a bunch of tips and thoughts on each fighter used over the weekend, plus some extra info. I want to say there's no need to play animations for any smaller tips I sent. I'm probably going to do it anyway, though. He's just going through all those. It's going to take up a lot of your time on the podcast. But first, within this tips message, I have a tip. Street Fighter 6 has introduced a mechanic involving projectiles. It's completely new. Projectile priority. Basically, even though the EX or overdrive projectiles are still generally 2 hits, their hits don't get eaten up by normal projectiles. This is why an EX fireball could go through both priorities. Looks like Street Fighter, dude, they redid a ton. So I didn't know the series, but now they're called overdrive. So if you do an overdrive fireball, completely. So I think what he did is he did a series of tips, one tip per character that I tried to kind of talk about.
Oh my god, no.
And on the stream, he's essentially classic Blanca with more tools and good. He do like 50% damage character.
Don't care.
Was JP. You replaced it silver, 5 stars. By all means, go back to him if you want.
Why?
Ban this idiot. Other fighters you used.
Wait.
Okay. By the way, this is a troll. Ban this idiot. $6 in tips. Certainly a great start. Okay. No.
I kind of want to see that message. Hold on. All right, I can't. Because he doesn't upload the actual chat.
And he kind of keeps you at that mid to long range. You can't really get out of it. So that's okay. Agreed. So the third character would have been Honda. Let's see if I can find that. Here it is.
Honda.
Okay. Another $6 tip here from Game Tracker. And that gets us up to $48 in tips. Certainly a great start. Okay.
How pathetic.
By the way, this is a troll. Ban this idiot. There we go. Okay. So the third character you picked was E Honda.
Oh my god.
And his HP are
like, if you believe all the bullshit he says, right? He's supposed to be like this ex-professional fighting game player. So why is some dumbass pleb like Game Tracker fucking over here trying to explain to him how to play the game?
One Honda, it was done.
Help the old senile old man play a game.
Those seem pretty pills I saw. So yeah, you're right. That's what I was seeing. People were doing the like medium punch.
Are you done, Game Tracker? Jesus.
Just taunt and you.
We don't care about that
to want to go back and try her again because I had no clue.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Always go for one. I get the other one. Like, oh, it drives me nuts when it happens because it's probably my execution. It is. It's.
You're still talking about the moves and shit?
So you're right. I feel like DJ will be tournament viable.
Why is he wasting his his viewers' time talking about
continuing
this?
on.
This is not a podcast.
One more tip from Game Tracker.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up, Game Tracker.
Never would have thought that in a million years. That's never been any Street Fighter before. So these are all brand new mechanics. You mean the character from the Ginyu Force who does the Rikun Kaboom? First of all, it's an anonymous $4.20 tip. Okay?
I'm Lysa for you,
and he
dumbass.
said, listen to this. Can we see Rikun in the WWE Fantasy Royal Rumble? Rikun. You mean the character from the Ginyu Force who does the Rikun Kaboom? What are you talking about? When are we doing a Fantasy Royal Rumble? And why would you ask about a Ginyu Force character to be in a Fantasy Royal Rumble? It's the most random tip ever. Like, Rikun Kaboom. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for the tip. I have no idea where that came from, but I appreciate it. Okay, let's continue. That was a weird one. I received a $2 tip from Anso Kamaru.
Like, I might get people mad at this, but like, I always kind of thought Dragon Ball Z was kind of overrated in my opinion.
Because he's unbelievably sexy and cool, but I couldn't. Thanks to Street Fighter 6 robust training mode and guides, I'm able to actually understand her character. I'm doing insanely good with her so far. They really went all out with the training modes. I want to let you know to take those losses you got as a learning experience. You don't always have to blame others and drop input. Sometimes you just mess up and that's okay.
I wouldn't really follow what he does with fighting game.
I had an opportunity.
I wouldn't be using him as a guide.
Oh my god. Like I said, it is disheartening when you know what to do and you don't do it, right? Like, I knew what to do. I had the knowledge. I didn't have the execution.
No, it's more like your slow senile brain couldn't keep up with the inputs. Or maybe because you were mashing so much.
And that's where I was. I got so burnt out last night and frustrated with myself. And I hope that doesn't happen today. I hope I play better today, you know?
I get so upset with myself.
I received a $2.74.
So go back to fucking Street Fighter 2
for a fun react video
and fight no ones again.
And smoke some crack with him. Members will sign up in droves. Incredibly stupid. Thank you for the tip. But, no comment. Okay.
Insulting your fans.
The Dan Man has tipped me a $1 tip.
Like, I don't remember, like, I've stared at this ugly-ass mug for a long time, like, not directly, but
actually, if you can believe it, my laptop screen is gross because of the
I've watched a lot of detractors restreaming him for a long time, right? And he's just look so fucking worse. Like, every time we see him on where the fuck did he go? Every time we see him on camera, he's just looking worse and worse. It's like he's, like, slowly shape-shifting into a fucking ghoul over here. And has his nose gotten bigger? Am I, like, the only one thinking that? Because, like, his nose looks fucking massive nowadays.
No, not goo. Bubble goo. From blowing bubbles on the stream.
Oh my god, fucking really?
It smells like mint. Oh, it smells really good. Clean the joystick with that. A little squeaky clean joystick for our gameplay session today.
Oh my god. Nice little fucking Zelda jam.
You know it's clean when you got the squeak.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
Don't. It looks like he's jerking off over here. Look at that. Like.
What I'm talking about. How do you taunt?
You wish he was that big.
Seriously, how do you taunt?
How do you what? And that's another thing. Like, you can hear his little stupid joystick and how loud it is. How you can tell just by how loud it is.
Right, so
how much he's mashing it.
Soul, who did a super chat, says drink 2 Prime hydration drinks as a pre-workout for chiseled abs. No.
Oh, fucking Prime. Jesus Christ. Prime hydration.
So thank you, Lice for Soul. And the buy-in has
re-upped their membership. Fuck you, Lice for Soul.
Last night. We could. If you guys want, I don't care. If you want to do Bubble Blow, I'm down for that.
Oh my gosh.
Excuse me. Sure. I'll give you guys an extra Bubble Blow because I didn't do one. It's not really extra. I didn't do one last night because I was so upset. I was so tilted and heated about sucking ass with DJ. Okay?
Oh, he scammed his fans out of a Bubble Blow. Oh no.
Here we go.
You gotta refill it, dummy.
Didn't do any more. Okay.
Why do they take in why do they get enjoyment out of that? Like, his dents do know they could just go and buy some fucking bubbles and do it themselves, right? Like, it's not cool. Go to the Dollar Tree and buy a free thing, like buy a thing of bubbles for like 50 cents.
Who has supported? Obviously, Game Tracker. Holy crap! Thank you for all the tips, and everyone else.
Yeah, thanks for the boring
thanks for chilling and supporting as much as you can. Let's now, let's do some Q&A, right? Tag me in the chat.
Oh my god, just stop. Go and play your fucking game. I don't think this is the right one. I'm wasting so much time listening to an
672 says, I'm glad
idiot,
to see that you dropped your input
and
in
it's
DJ
not
last night. I
even the
feel like a
right
scrub. I'm not able to
fucking
chain certain moves
one.
together. He's a hard character to chain moves together as my main.
Hopefully someone's
No, let me tell you guys
enjoying
something.
this
Like I said,
eventually, or in the
absolutely
playback or
1 million
something.
%. He's tough to play. He's going to be a high execution character where you're going to need to be on your game the entire time you play
He's
him.
a high execution character,
Just with kick. Quarter
dude.
circle back, quarter circle forward, down, up. All 3 moves with kick are critical, different moves that are all good and can be used in different situations. And half the time when I went to do one, I would get the other one by accident. I'm like, what what is going on here? And I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's that the game has laxed inputs, because they have relaxed inputs over the last 10 plus years, and maybe I'm just not used to that. And therefore, I'm doing moves that are.
Well, maybe just shit and always have been shit. You ever think of that? Like a lot.
It's that I haven't played competitive Street Fighter in so long. I'm so out of the loop, right, of how these games have gone, that it does feel like I'm almost starting over at this point. And it's funny because when I play a character like Blanca,
You are starting over.
most, input challenging, I did really well. And then I play a character like the DJ, I can't even get moves coming out. I'm like, what is going on here, right? Let's see. Let's see here. Yes, I am. As I said, I am doing the React stuff this week. I already talked about the schedule. I'm reacting to both big events this week. Yes.
And that's...
What's the best way to lose weight? I don't know. I'm not a fitness guru. I've lost weight by completely
We all know you're not a fitness guru.
changing my diet.
You have fucking noodle... Like, he thinks that as long as you're not, like, obese, you're healthy. And that's not the case at all. You can be thin and unhealthy, too. You know that, right, Phil? Like, he literally thinks that, like, oh, as long as you're not fat, you're unhealthy, or you're healthy. I'm like, no. Like, yeah, he's not fat. We got that. But he's still not healthy. Like, why do I need to go to a gym for? Well, I don't know, your fucking noodle arms? You're pale as shit. Your face is all sunken in. Your skin's literally peeling off. Like, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, yeah. So, like, all us detractors told you, Phil, that, like... Sorry. We freaking told him that, like, he he only played one out of, what, 3 or 4 different Street Fighter 6 betas at the time, right? He refused to play any of the other betas except for the one beta. And we knew, and we told him ahead of time that, yeah, if you don't keep up with all the different betas, all these people that are now actively playing are going to have a one-up leg on you because they've been playing for a lot longer than you have because they were playing all the different betas and everything. So they know the more finer aspects of the game, and you're still over here doing catch-up, and you'll never be as good as them. On top of that, I've seen your gameplay, and he never once uses any of the drive impact. Like, you do realize that, like, it's a new aspect part of the game, and everyone else is using it to their advantage and, like, winning matches because of it and everything. And he's over here at playing it like it's original Street Fighter 2. And it's not Street Fighter 2 anymore. They have new mechanics now, dumbass. And he refuses to even do it or learn. Out of all the different matches I've seen him play, I've never seen him actually use a drive impact.
Eating healthier, that's literally how I lost weight.
And can't you use a drive impact to, like, cancel out or someone else's drive impact? But he doesn't do that.
Eating meals that are way healthier. When I eat a meal, usually something that's balanced with vegetables and other things, as opposed to, just a meal with meat.
Why does anyone ask this dumbass's advice for anything, though? That's my question. Because, like, my motto has always been, like his advice is always the worst. Always do the opposite of whatever he says, and you pretty much be good.
A little hummus with, like, a little bit of toast or something like that. It's a good late night snack. Hummus is very good for you. It's way better than other kinds of snacks. It has good flavor. You change it up, man. You change it up.
Hummus and pretzels are pretty good, though. That red pepper hummus or pine nuts are pretty good too.
Okay.
You notice how he didn't mention exercise in that at all either? Like, there's more than just one way to lose weight,
Seriously?
and diet is only a very small part of it.
I already said I don't
The
know.
vast majority of it is
We're
exercise.
gonna go live together tonight. No, I didn't see Apple came out with a new VR headset, nor do I give two shits about VR. It's a gimmick. No one cares about it.
Yeah, and that's a whole nother thing. It's a gimmick. No one cares about it. Like, the vast majority of people that are into gaming also enjoy VR. A lot of people actually like VR. It's not just a gimmick anymore. It's like a whole subsection of video gaming at this point, dumbass. And like, there's like a lot of money being put into VR. Now, I will say that the Apple VR headset is bullshit. It's mostly augmented reality, not even VR, and it's like almost $4,000. So like, it's not worth it at all. But like the Oculus, and all these other like I wouldn't really go so much on the PlayStation VR, but like definitely the Oculus and everything like that is really cool. So no, it's not just a gimmick. It's actually really cool, and there's some getting to be more and more good games on it too.
That's Cat playing. I think she's playing. Is it Rogue or Thief? Whatever that class is. I think that's the class she's playing as. I'm not giving up on DJ. I'm just not playing as him again yet because we're playing new characters. I'm not even returning to other characters right now. I'm just trying new characters, right? No, I never saw the Street Fighter Assassin Fist movie. Big ups for graduating Police Academy, the damn man. Will Blanca make a return? I don't know, but I definitely want to use him again. I like him a lot, and I've actually learned some new tricks with him by watching a couple videos. Olivia says, do you feel like if you like Street Fighter 6 so much, you'd play off stream? I don't have time. I'm here 6 days a week, 10:45 a.m. to 4 p.m., then a break for dinner, and then 6:30 p.m. to like 10 p.m., and then I'm out of here. I have zero time to sit in here and play Street Fighter. Zero. I don't have that time to do anything like that. I make too much content to have free time to play.
But that's your choice, though, Phil. You create your own schedule. You are your own boss. Like, if you really think about it, he streams 3 streams a day, 6 days a week. That is 18 streams a week, folks. 18 streams a week. And he doesn't need to either. That's the big thing. He'll cry and cry about being broke, but at the end of the day, at the end of the year, he's making over 6 figures. Well, he's making 6 figures, I should say. Right? And any normal person can live really happily and really good on a 6-figure salary a year. But for whatever reason, he can't somehow. We all know why. It's because of WWE champions. But like, he doesn't need to be fucking straight. He'll claim and cry and bitch that, oh, I need to be here. I need to be doing these streams all the time because I'm just so poor and I need all to pay my bills and blah, blah, blah. But you don't. You really fucking don't, Phil. Because, like, we all see all the money you make. We see piece of piece actually tracking all the shit that you're doing and everything. You do not need to be you do not need to be doing 3 streams a fucking day. And that's his own fault, because he's the one who makes his own schedule, and he can change that whenever the heck he wants. He can have 2 days off a week like a normal person. He doesn't have to. He can have like not a night stream once or twice a week too if he really wanted to. But he's greedy. That's all it is. He knows that if he doesn't adhere to his own dumbass schedule that he created, he won't be able to pull as much on his stupid game. And it's insane. It really is. Because, like, that's so many fucking streams a week. Even a day, but let alone a week. It's really crazy when you think about it. All that time he's wasting, all for what? A little extra money? Like, he's the epitome of what's the right word? Quantity over quality. I couldn't think of the word, sorry. Like, quantity over quality he's the epitome of that. Because his streams have no quality, and he knows he doesn't have any quality. So, because of that, he needs to make up for it by still flooding the inboxes of his subscribers with that. And I know. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alrighty, guys. I subscribe to this dumbass. See that right there? I subscribed. Because I was gonna go in one of his chats. Like, I was saving it. I was saving the subscription for, like, maybe some big reaction or marathon so I can get in his chat and troll some of his members or whatever, right? But, like, and he went off on that one thing. Oh, I can't freaking remember what it was he went off on. Where is this? Do you think Pig Go has it? What would it be called? No, I would go notifications, I guess. Oh, that's bright.
Told it to snooze the notifications too. So I said, stop everything. Just turn it all off. Let's see if this works now.
That's not it.
Mute notifications. Okay. Snooze all notifications. Off 1 hour until tomorrow.
I must have been being trolled on that. Alright, I'm not gonna be able to find it, fuck it. But the whole point was, I remember, like, a little while ago, he was saying, like, I think a fan of his, like, or said something where it's like, you're still kind of flooding our like, you're doing 3 streams a fucking day, Phil. You're still flooding our subscriptions with your fucking content. And he's like, you're wrong, dumbass. See, you can do over here and do none for no notifications, and it won't show up at all. And that's wrong, guys, because I have it subscribed, but none. Because I don't want to see this dumbass fucking show up on my notification subscription feeds. I mean, yeah, so when you do subscribe to none, obviously you're not going to get anything in the actual notification thing here. But if you go to your subscriptions here, it'll still show up. So, like, yeah, like, because your subscriptions, like, even though I have it set to none here, it's still going to show up here no matter what. Along with, like, oh, hey, Chill Miller is on, Raven's on, Blooper's still on. So yeah, a lot of people on right now. Still. Oh yeah, Mr. Health Stuff still on, are doing the 24/7 streams again. But yeah, like, that's raw, Phil. I mean, granted, I follow so many people, it's not flooding my subscription notification or anything, but it still does show up. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Because like I said, like, this was just 5 hours ago. Unless I'm wrong, but I don't think it was. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. I just follow so many freaking people. TJ Gamebox. Maybe I am wrong. I thought I saw it in my subscription feed, though. 14 hours ago. I hate being wrong. I could have sworn I saw it, though. There it is. There it is right here. I am right. Ha ha. It took a little while, but see right here. So, like, even though I have it set for no notifications, it still does show up on the subscription feed. Because right when I first subscribed to this dumbass, I hit no notifications because I knew that was going to be an issue. And it's still showing up here, though. So, like, but he was going off on this guy saying that Phil was still flooding his subscription feed, saying, "Oh, you're just a dumbass. You don't know how to use YouTube. I've been on YouTube for 15 years. All you have to do is come here and click none, and notifications will be shut off, and you won't get my stuff on your feed." But that just means you're not going to get any notifications up here. That doesn't mean it's going to prevent him from showing up in the subscription feed. And that's just it. He has never learned, even in his early days when he was just making videos and not streaming, he was still doing this. He was making, 4 or 5 videos a day? And then even before that, when there was, like a 10-minute or 20-minute, cap to the videos, so you could only have like 10 minutes long videos, he would literally flood his subscribers subscriptions with fucking like tons and tons of, like, every day they would get like a whole bunch of different notifications. Like, they would go to the subscriptions and all they would see would be his dumbass videos over and over again because he was uploading so many of them, right? And like, he's still doing that to this day, just to a slightly lesser extent, because you can have longer videos now, but that's the only reason why it's a slightly lesser extent. He's still producing way too many videos, and like, that's why I don't get, like, why not just keep your whole because on top of that, he cuts up the parts of his streams. So you have the pre-stream podcast, and then you'll have his day stream, but you cut the day stream up into hour segments and upload that. And then you have the night stream, and he'll cut that up into 2 parts too, and he'll upload that because he streams and records at the same fucking time instead of just leaving the entire stream up. So yeah, his fans will go and give him 100 likes on the stream, but because he privates the stream and cuts it up and uploads it separately, singly anyway, it doesn't actually help his channel at all. So he's not getting the help on his channel from all the actual likes, because what they should be doing is liking the videos when they go up live. And then on top of that, it's just being, where is it? It's not in order. So you go to his videos and it's so out of order. Like, the Daily Rap should be all the way over here. The Level 1 podcast is obviously first. And then it was like, I think this and this. No, this is, yeah. So this should be over here. It's never in order whatsoever, right? Never in order. And the Daily Rap always goes up way first before these ones do, because it takes forever for him to actually upload and process and all that bullshit, right? So this one's the Daily Rap's obviously going to be a shorter video, so that's going to be uploaded first, and that just makes it all out of order. And is he even keeping up with his playlist at all? Okay, well, at least his playlists are in order. They're like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not 4, 1, whatever. So there's something at least. Go away. Trolling part 1, part 1. These are labeled really poorly though, but yeah, like, look how long. Oh my gosh, look how long the titles are for these. These are not very good. Like for the titles for videos, you're supposed to keep them kind of short, but they're not short. They're way too long. And then, I mean, at least they're in order in the playlist, but what if you just go to his normal videos? It's just like all over the place. And like, I know my OCD would be bothered by that. and then he schedules his first stream for the fucking before thing. But he would do a lot better instead of splitting it up like this. He would do a lot better if he actually like had his entire pre-stream podcast thing, whatever you want to call it, and then keep recording for his daily streams and just upload that massive, like, you don't even have to upload it because it's already there. Like, once the stream's done, it doesn't have to upload to YouTube. It's already on YouTube, right? So you wouldn't have to babysit uploads or any of that stuff. It's way easier to just finish this stream here and let it go up. And oops, I knocked something over. I'll take care of it later. But it's like, let it go up, and then there you go. You don't have to cut anything up. You don't have to splice it up. You don't have to flood your subscribers' subscription with a bunch of different stupid videos. Like, it's just the one stream for that. Like, you can have the morning stream and the light stream. That's only 2 long live things, and that's it. So it's like, why not do that? And it's a lot easier. That way you're not flooding them. But he went off on this supposedly fan because he loves to shit on his fans all the fucking time. So he just went off on them. And he's probably not even, like, if he was smart, he wouldn't be a fan anymore. But his fans love to be fucking abused. But that's like what I'm saying, is he just favors quantity over quality all the fucking time. So that's the end of that rant. Let's go back and do it. But do you see what I'm trying to say here? Like, he's still flooding with content, and it's all his own choice to do that. So he's working way harder instead of working smarter, and he could do this way faster without having to upload different videos and all this other crazy stuff. But no, he has to do it because he'll have more. It's because of greed again, folks. That's why. He'll make more videos if he splits it up into smaller videos and uploads them, because then he can have more ads on the video as opposed to one long stream.
Play Street Fighter.
Because he's fucking greedy.
It's a huge difference, right? Will today be leg day, i.e. Chun-Li love day? Well, you'll find out. I told you. Making a new character today. I'm not telling you who it is.
It's not going to be a girl.
What's going on with my throat clearing? Problem with my allergies.
Oh, I got a over-emphasis
and put it in the mailbox instead of delivering it to the house. All right? I can sit here and rant and rave about USPS and how fucked up they are. They won't even put something on your doorstep anymore. They're so lazy. So I had to walk outside, and when I did, my allergies hit me really bad. Like, my eyes went whoop, super swollen, inflamed, itchy, crazy.
Wait, what was that? So
I had to walk outside when I sit here and rant and rave about USPS. We had something delivered. Problem with my allergies.
Alright, folks, I want you to hear this. You see how fucking lazy this piece of shit is? And he's the biggest Karen I fucking know. And he'll bitch about anyone about them not being lazy, not doing the jobs, when he himself doesn't have a job. First of all, he's a fucking bum that begs. He is no better than a hobo on the side of the road bumming for money. And then that hobo goes home and takes off his hobo clothes, and it turns out he's actually doing pretty well for himself, but it's a lot easier for him to beg for money than to get an actual fucking job. But he will be over here, he'll be the first one to criticize actual people who have an actual fucking job and bitch and moan about them.
What happened was the other day, we had something delivered, and they put it in the mailbox instead of delivering it to the house. All right? I can sit here and...
Oh, no. They delivered it in the mailbox where it's supposed to fucking go.
About USPS and how fucked up they are. They won't even put something on your doorstep anymore. They're so lazy.
But
so
they're lazy.
My allergies hit me really bad.
Not the piece of shit who never leaves his house.
Super swollen, inflamed, itchy, crazy. Just for being outside right now and the amount of pollen that's out there. Okay? So when that happened, immediately my throat swelled up. And since then, for the last 2 days, I've had this going on, this nastiness in my throat.
Oh, you poor...
It's just allergies. So, you know.
There's nothing you can do about it. You know, like, Allergy medicine? No, that doesn't fucking exist. No, of course not. Why would that exist? Jesus Christ. Oh no, there's nothing I could do about it. He is so pathetic and sheltered that he literally cannot step a foot outside of his door without his body reacting. He has isolated himself to such a degree for so long that his body reacts violently by going outside. It is so pathetic. Like, oh no, I've gone outside. Oh, and then like all these allergies, like his eye, like really, Phil, really, you can't handle being outside for 2 seconds. Jesus Christ! It's like his body's acclimated itself to the artificial environment that he's been in for so fucking long. That God forbid he actually gets like any natural air or anything like that, and he'll literally like fall apart. Like his immune system is weakened to such an extraordinary degree because he's inside all the time that the smallest little thing will like severely react will cause his body to severely react just because of how weakened his immune system is because he doesn't fucking go out and do anything. Jeez.
I gotta deal with it now. That's why you're hearing that. I was fine. You know, 2 days ago I had nothing, and all of a sudden, just like it's like flipping a switch. Here you go, allergy time. Boop. I was good this season.
Because he went outside.
It kills me, you know.
Oh no, he's. Oh my god, Amberlyn Reed and Chantel go out more than this guy does. They literally stand up and walk around more than this dumbass.
Life are sold to
Jesus.
Because you're not getting better, you're just getting better nutrients in your body and you're reducing the total fat in your body, but just doing this is not making muscles stronger, okay?
Yeah?
I'd much rather reduce my overall body fat and rather than put on muscle. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I feel like reducing the body fat is the better option for me right now.
No! Ah! You see what I was saying before? Oh my gosh, maybe this was the right fucking thing. I'll wait for a second, let him finish his thought, and then I'll...
My problem has been that I've had too much weight, too much body fat, right? I need to reduce the body fat on my body as I get older. My metabolism is much slower now, and my fat is not burning like it used to, so the less the better, right?
Yeah, but if you actually... Oh my god, look at that fucking face. If you actually exercised, like... And I'm not one to talk. I'm out of shape. I need to go to the gym more. I get it, right? But I understand that I need to exercise and go to the gym more, right? But, like, if you did have fat, like, going to a gym and exercising would help turn that fat into more muscle. And I'm not talking muscle as in wanting to be a bodybuilder. I'm just talking in muscle is so your body will function normally. Because this man has no muscle definition whatsoever. His hands were shaking when he was holding a bowl of food up to the camera. With that, I don't remember exactly which feast, like fancy feasting with the king, whichever one that one was. But he had some food in a bowl and his hands were visibly shaking because it was so hard for him to hold up a fucking bowl of food. And didn't he mention before that like carrying gallons of milk from the grocery to his house was his exercise for the week or some bullshit like that? Like, this man has no muscle definition whatsoever. Yes, I'm overweight and I'm pretty I'm like a little too heavy or whatever. But like I have more muscle definition than he does. I could at least like fucking like, okay, let's go in a boxing ring, Phil. You and me. I'll fuck your shit up. Because at least, like, I have some, like, weight to throw behind it. You're just skin and bones. You're nothing. Like, yeah, eating right is part of it. Yeah, but, like, if you just eat healthy alone... No, if you just eat right by itself without adding exercise to it whatsoever, then, like... It's not going to help you. You're still not healthy, though. You need to use that to build up body definition. I'm not, like, he seems to think that, like, you don't need muscles unless you're going to be a bodybuilder. And that's not the case whatsoever. Your heart is a muscle, dumbass, if you don't exercise it. And doesn't he complain all the time about, oh, I need to get up and move and stretch my legs because they're going to Or otherwise it could cause some health issues. Yeah, you're right, but you don't do that. What happened to him going on the fucking his little speed walks or whatever? My God, no! You actually do need to exercise to get your muscles moving or something. And like, if he had a normal job, like an actual job, at least he'd be up and standing and walking and moving around then. But he doesn't even do that. So like, no, you fucking do, because like, even if like, it doesn't matter if you're thin or not, you could still be unhealthy and be thin. Your heart is a muscle and needs exercise too. God damn, this guy's stupid.
So, yeah, eventually, will I actually start to actively work out and build muscle back up? Perhaps.
No.
But right now, I think that
But he just thinks that like
is actually more important.
Building muscle up and exercising is only good for bodybuilders and being huge.
I know what you're saying.
And that's not the case.
I don't know. Right now, I feel like we still need to focus on new characters every day. If I don't, I'm going to fall so far behind and not understand the meta of the game. So I think it's important to keep
the
focusing on new characters.
meta of the game. Oh my gosh. I absolutely want to do World Tour mode. Meta's not going to help you at all.
The other thing is now I'm balancing this with other games. It's not the only game I'm playing anymore. This is exactly what I was saying to you guys. Just a week ago, people were like, wait a minute. So the only game you're playing is Street Fighter 6? Yeah, you understand. This game is insanely time-consuming. It takes a ton of effort and investment and time to learn. It's not, oh, I just sit here and I play it for a couple hours. Oh, that's it. I've done everything. It's completely the opposite, right? Like already people are saying, when are you going back to Blanca? Well, I've only picked 5 characters out of 18. Now you want to go back to one of them already? You see? So in my opinion, it's going to be a tough one. This month is going to be tough.
I mean, he looks up everything else for all these other games that he plays. Why doesn't he just look up the like a meta spreadsheet and see like, hey, this character's the strongest, and he'll just go with that. It's because this game doesn't have Bison in it, because Bison was always the most overpowered one, so he would always just fucking run to Bison all the fucking time anyway. But he can't do that now, so now he's confused. Now he's wondering who's the strongest one that I can cheese the most. So he's trying to find a character he can fucking cheese.
So not much story, but it shows what they're doing in Street Fighter 6. Okay. Super DJC asked, if Street Fighter had a guest character DLC, who would I like? Oh man, that's a tough question. Because guest characters have to be from somewhere else outside of the franchise. Like, who would you want outside of Street Fighter in Street Fighter? I would say Scrooge McDuck. Let's get Scrooge McDuck in there. Because Capcom actually made the DuckTales games.
Moron.
So let's get Scrooge in there, knocking gems around, bopping on your pogo and on your head. Like Chun-Li had stomped pogo on your head with his king. Why not? Ramrod says, have you ever turned into a jet plane and flown into the air? No, you're confusing me with Starscream. I'm Darkside Phil. Starscream is a Decepticon Transformer. I'm a human content creator who plays video games, rages and drops inputs, and fails and loses a ton.
Human is stretching it a bit.
Megatron. I understand there's a little bit of similarity there. You might get confused, but we are 2 different characters. Okay? There you go.
It doesn't even sound similar. What are you talking about?
Do I like whiskey? I do actually like whiskey, but I rarely drink it. Usually when I drink whiskey, I get a bad hangover, so I almost never drink it.
No, he likes his
Hopefully you're doing well. Do you have any questions for me? Sure. Have you been enjoying my Street Fighter 6 coverage, and what's your favorite thing about it so far? There you go. What characters from past Street Fighter
games? Look at this rocking! Holy shit!
From previous Street Fighter games?
Like, it's literally from one side of the camera to the other.
You know, I love grapplers. I'd like to see Hugo, but I don't know how Hugo would work in this one. I guess he would work because he has a
Hugo's a grappler.
Because he's not very strong in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, nor in Street Fighter 4. So I'd like to see him retooled and be a better character. Oh man, that's a tough question. It really is a tough question. I don't know. Abel. Bring back Abel from Street Fighter 4. What happened to him? Oh no, I already got the answer. Sea Viper. Sea Viper was a great, unique character in Street Fighter 4. She was top tier for a very long time. And then they kind of dropped her and she's been missing. I would like Sea Viper back. She's cool. She's a cool character design. Yeah.
He literally can't sit still. It's like his whole skin suit's just wrong and just bothering him.
How could you not? Personally, for me, I've been enjoying watching.
Probably because he doesn't shower as that much.
This is what I mean. This is what people are liking right now. I feel like if I sat down and I played World Tour mode, people would be bored because that's kind of a mode you do for chill content.
People are bored no matter what. That's just your content.
And now Street Fighter 6 becomes more of a regular scheduled kind of, like maybe once or twice a week I play online multiplayer. Then people might be like, all right, now let's do the World Tour mode as a chill stream and balance that with other stuff. I don't think that World Tour mode makes sense right now, which is unfortunate because World Tour mode is how you unlock the skins. So screw that. I'm not waiting. I think I'm getting the skins today.
Yep, gotta pay money for it.
Jade says, I know your name is Darkseid. Here's the thing. The Darkseid in Darkseid Phil is not Star Wars, nor is it Darkseid from DC. It's not. It's just its own thing, which is why it has the Y in it. It was supposed to be a standalone thing. It has nothing to do with anybody else.
Because he's not very original.
Someone said LTG got banned again. Gee, this is ridiculous. I got an honest question, all right? With Twitch, all right? Why does Twitch keep banning and unbanning him, right? Stop with the mixed message bullshit. If this is true and he got banned again, that's bullshit. It's either you don't like the guy and you're going to ban him, or you're going to let him back, right? It's not... It's
more like he's violating the rules?
Enough with your bullshit. Either you're gonna let him have a business or you're not. So make up your fucking mind. It's stupid that he ping-pongs back and forth like this. It's just so
he
dumb.
ping-pongs back and forth
Let the guy
like
make a
this?
living and do what he wants to do, or leave him the fuck alone, you know, or get rid of him. Not, oh, you can do it, then don't, then you can't, then you don't. What the fuck is that? This is what, year 5 of people coming on my stream saying LTG is banned again? Like, what the frick is going on with it?
Maybe he's just a dumbass and doesn't keeps making the same mistakes over and over again.
What he did this time, right? What did he do this time? Probably the same thing that happened a million times before. Yet they keep fucking banning him, then bringing him back, then banning him, bringing him back again.
The audacity.
It's so stupid. Anyway, did I know DJ's upkick juggle is still in the game? I did, but it seems that the medium upkick is not a good anti-air. That the fierce kick or heavy kick upkick is the better one because it's invincible to jump-ins. And of course, the OD meter burn version is the best because it's invincible to everything. So it's harder to do. He actually had great invincibility in Super Turbo. He doesn't have that invincibility with the juggle in this one.
He was touching his forehead and then he wiped it on his pajama pants.
No, absolutely not. What did I gain?
I'm dread to think of
right? Nothing, zero,
how
nothing positive came out
greasy
whatsoever.
his pajama
anything,
pants are.
It was just ultimate negativity for my viewers and fans, right? That's all it was. Everyone got bombarded with negative shit. So, yeah, I don't think that there was any benefit to that. I don't think that drama really benefits me. Maybe drama will benefit people who feed into drama. I don't want to feed into drama.
That's
I want to make
yeah, but you do it anyway
for an audience and doesn't feel like we're constantly have to toe the line of insults and toxicity and stuff like that. I don't want to be like
toxicity.
You know, I want to be different.
Toxicity.
People who are constantly creating and feeding into drama to make a living. I don't want to be Mr. Drama online and getting money for it. You know what I'm saying?
What you do anyway.
Yeah. That's the deal. I don't want that, and no, I don't think that all publicity is good at all.
Online combo.
Let's see here. I got a $1 tip from someone saying I'll give you $50 if you buy a green screen for the studio. Does anyone want a green screen? At this point, honestly, is anyone actually looking for a green screen for?
Oh yes. His fans have been begging him for a fucking green screen since he fucking originally started. And that was like way back when he was still doing videos. They were still begging. Like, I honestly don't think he needs to add his dumbass face to every goddamn playthrough ever. Like, he doesn't need to. Like, you don't need to add a face to every playthrough in a little corner to see his dumbass reactions. You really don't, right? So, like, but his fans have been asking for that for so fucking long, dude. And it's like, yeah, they still fucking want it, dummy. How hard is that?
I think that everyone agreed earlier this year that my setup looks good now with the better lighting.
No, you agreed.
And a nice setup here.
No, like, yeah, every single one of my viewers were in agreement because I told you to be. Like, that's kind of how he does things. He's like, he tries to convince his fans that it's a good thing and that it looks good, right? That's what he's trying to do right now. And it's like, Jesus Christ, Phil. Jeez. Like, he's like, we all, like, he uses that double speak. It's always that, we think this is good, right? This looks good. This looks good. Like, he says that a million times, and that kind of, like, brainwashes and convinces them that it looks good. Or he thinks it brainwashes and convinces them that it looks good. But it's like, really, like, no, you're just like, you think that they think. You think it looks good, so you project it onto your audience. So that projection onto the audience is like you thinking they also think that it looks good, when really it's just you thinking that it looks good.
Anyone's really cares about the green screen anymore. Like, even if you look over here at my setup, okay? Hold on.
Your shitty setup?
Well, I guess it's not really going to work if it's not the right aspect ratio, right? But, hold on. Let me see if I can get this to show up like I wanted to show you. There. This is the camera is small enough. It's not intrusive, right? It's not intrusive. I think that there's definitely content creators. They make the green screen thing work, but typically those are people who are sitting at a PC. They have a limited setup, and so they don't want to show their room or office behind them because it's not actually, it's not visually appealing, and or I've actually noticed a lot of people who do the green screen thing.
Even people with PC setups still have shit behind them. What are you talking about? Have you not seen anyone stream? Like, I've seen a ton of people at their PCs still playing games, but they'll still have a bunch of stuff in the background.
Are actually people who have a lot of other shit on their screens, giant leaderboards, advertising.
That's
and
what
and
you
shit.
have.
I'm not on that. I'm saying if you need that screen real estate, then do the green screen. but I don't necessarily think I need it anymore. Like, at one point, people were screaming, man, your setup sucks. This year, I think people have finally admitted, wow, you did good upgrades. Your setup was decent.
No
It's fine.
upgrades.
The green screen isn't really needed, right?
Oh my god, you didn't change
listen, if I
jack
had people
shit.
coming out and say, yes, green screen, but I think people changed their mentality this year. So.
Oh my god, this man is delusional. Delusional.
Okay. First thing we're doing today, I'm buying those goddamn skins. Seriously. Now it's on my mind.
Oh my
I want
god.
Street Fighter 6. We're buying the skins.
He's hankering for it. He's begging
so I don't know
for
if I
it.
agree with that. I don't know if I agree with that. But I do think that having nice gaming decorations and decent lighting, it's not great lighting, with decent lighting, has improved everything dramatically here. Generic fan did a super chat saying, well, I go back to Mario 2 Lost Levels. Would you like me to?
Oh my god, no.
We never finished it. We
do not.
on, right? And we never beat it. I would like to maybe go back someday, but no one's really ever asked for it.
Rightly so.
Liza Versal says, your setup looks more professional now, and it changes every so often, and I like it. Yeah,
oh my god, see, they're like brainwashed into thinking that.
It looks a little fresh and different. When we get towards the holidays, I'll probably have things that are geared towards the holidays as well, which will be nice. Skins, that's right, skins. Jade loves the new look too. I'm glad. Thank you guys. I want to say, well,
all
really
the biggest dents.
For being patient for all the years.
And they're just kissing his ass, really.
I'm slow to adapt. And I know that people for years saying, man, your setup looks like
very
shit.
slow to adapt.
Your lighting's bad. And getting a new camera, getting the ring light, doing all this has dramatically improved everything this year. I know that. So thank you for being patient and allowing me to finally get to this point. I know it was tough. It's tough for me to look back at the old shit and cringe at how stupid I was.
Oh, it's so tough, guys. So tough.
Anso Kamara says, how about buying enough points for the skins you care about rather than getting everyone? You'll save money. Well, the thing is, I think I might like all the skins and not the same. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I did the math, right? And per the math, if you buy the $25 coins pack, you have enough to buy all the skins. At the same time, if I have extra, like let's say I don't want some of the alternate outfits, well, maybe I could use that to buy colors, because I'd like some alternate colors for the characters too, you see? So I'll probably just get the pack and then spread it out amongst the things I actually want to buy in the game. So. Green screens will not help the netcode. That is a correct statement. Good morning to you, Juan David Ortega. All right, anything else to talk about, guys? I'm just curious. Anything else? You want to chat about anything, or are we good? We had a nice fun show for you. Shall we move into Street Fighter 6 today?
Yes, please go away.
Well, Team Terrahawk says no matter how it looked, your content.
Oh my god!
I appreciate you saying that. I do like things better this year. The video quality, right? The stream quality, the visual quality, the webcam, the decorations, the lighting, everything is better. This has been a year of huge improvements.
No, it's not. It's not good, Phil. It's really not.
Are there spiders behind me? I don't know, and I don't want to look. If they're back there, let them be at peace.
Look, you got a fucking t-shirt behind you. It does not look good.
And I hope they show good games. And I hope they show games that are ready to be released within the year. Because if they say, here's all the games we're working on, and they're coming out with no release date and esoteric fucking time frame of when it's coming out, and no one knows anything
esoteric?
about it.
Not esoteric.
You know, they bought all these game studios, and they've literally produced nothing. They have to start producing at some point. They need to get hands-on into these studios they bought and get them to start working efficiently and putting out good games. Right? You can't have every studio be like what just happened with Redfall. That was an embarrassing joke.
Oh no.
You can't just let everyone do whatever they want and then put out shit. Can't. How is it that every game?
Your content is shit,
right?
though.
Like, what's the name of the company? First it was like not Thief. Dishonored 2, both great games, right? And then it just like went downhill from there. They started pumping out worse games.
Prey was awesome.
Arcane,
what are you talking about?
Studios. Like what happened to Arcane? They were making
Prey was awesome.
And they were great to shit. How do you go that way? You would think you start at the bottom and you climb. They started at the top and went down. How did that happen? Did they lose
your opinion sucks, like always?
Dishonored and Dishonored 2, good games. Prey, really good game. And
yeah.
then after Prey, what have they done that's even worth playing? Why don't I dress the ghost that moves my chair when I go on break? Because it's scary and I don't want to dress it. I might summon a demon into my room here. And I don't want
Yeah, you are the demon. You would scare the fucking demon away, Phil.
The chair moves without me. I believe you. But I certainly don't want to be messing with that kind of stuff.
You would scare any fucking demon away, Phil.
Oh, really? It's two different studios? Dishonored was not made by the people who did Prey and Redfall? Then why do they all look the same? They all run on the same game engine, right?
Oh my god. They don't look the same. There's a difference in look.
Real talk, and I love Bethesda. Yeah. We're going to find out on Sunday, right? Jade says, can you play Cammy soon? Cammy's definitely one of the characters on my radar. After having seen what people have done with her, that from mid-range, she has great normals that basically dash cancel into extended combos. Her dive kick seems very safe and can lead into a lot of options. And even the 2-in-1 into like her knuckle, her knuckle move or the flip can lead to cross-up and or mix-up opportunities. She seems very strong. She also seems like she's a big offensive character. Like, you have to always be on the offense with her. I will definitely try her at some point, for sure. Today? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you who I'm picking.
Like, they're really on the edge of their seat caring about that? Oh my god.
Did I play
Who's
Soul
he
Calibur? Of
gonna
course I did.
pick?
Soul Blade, Soul Edge, Soul Blade, Soul Calibur, and all of those games were absolutely amazing. The villain says I should stick with Ryu for a bit. Well, Ryu I played a lot in the betas, and that's why I'm really... If you haven't noticed, I haven't played with any of the characters that I played with in the betas at all yet, because I feel like I've already touched them. I know who they are. I know how they play. Although, admittedly, I've learned that Ryu is a lot better than I was playing him, that you can do a lot of kind of mid-screen lockdown combos and things with that push move he has now. It's, what is it, quarter back and punch? Looks like this, but it doesn't throw fireball. He just goes like that. Apparently, you can use that, and you can do a lot of cancels out of it for extended dashing, you know, lockdown and or combos. So, you know, we'll see. I'm going to use him eventually. Jade says, I'm loving seeing Jasper today. Me too. I like having Jasper around. He's fun.
Fun.
Lillian says, definitely check
Like
out
he's
Daigo
a
Clips.
toy or something.
If you try Ryu, he's using him and he still got it. I don't think Daigo will ever lose it. Keep in mind, Daigo never stops playing. Seriously, Daigo has never, ever had an extended period of time where he says, I'm just not going to play Street Fighter. So because of that, he always stays on his game, right? Even though you might say, oh, he's a long-time player. Yeah, but he never stopped playing, so he's always going to be on top of things. Did I ever play Back to the Future, the video game? No. The only one I ever played was the Telltale game, but I never played the classic game. How old is Daigo? 242 years old. The world's oldest man. Pretty impressive. Eternal Napalm says, I'd love to see Cammy today because Cammy is always solid. Generic fan did a super chat to play as Jake Paul, a.k.a. Luke. I am going to use him eventually. I did not use him in the beta. I will use him eventually to try to figure him out. Interestingly enough, we haven't fought many of them, right? Maybe a handful this whole weekend. So I wonder why people are staying away from him. I don't know.
It's crazy because, like, once you get used to listening to him on 2.0 speed, it's basically just sounds like normal speed. Because he talks so fucking slow anyway, as it is.
Ever? Probably Blanca. Probably Blanca. Yes, JP is not Bison. Jay says I miss Bison. Yeah, no Bison in this one. Maybe there will be a DLC Bison later on, but not really Bison. Maybe a new character who is Bison but a new body and plays differently. That'd be neat. But no Bison as of now. Any plans to play with viewers? I've already stated yes, but that's weeks down the line. That's after you've played the game and I've tried all the characters. We're getting more.
You're not playing with viewers. Shut up.
Rotation of games that I play.
By then, you're gonna drop the game before that happens.
You know, multiplayer or whatever.
We all know that.
Like that. I'm not gonna do it now when I'm still actively trying new characters every time I play. Just like I'm not gonna do World Tour Mode when I'm still trying to actively learn new characters. Hello, Gabriel. How are you? How many total hours do I have in Street Fighter 2 Turbo? Oh, I have no idea. Likely, Super Turbo and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 have my highest amount of clock hours of a fighting game. Marvel 2 I used to play insane amounts because it was the game that was the main game everyone in Connecticut played. So even though I liked other games, Marvel 2 was the one I played the most of competitively back in the day. But ever since Marvel 2 fell out of prominence, I've continued to play Super Turbo and never played Marvel 2 for like a decade. So it's probably even now. Well, I collab with other creators to do sets with them. I don't think any other creator would ever want to do sets with me, to be honest. Like,
yeah, no one wants to touch you after that interview.
And I don't blame them.
Well,
You know,
more
that's
like
why I'm not
how
reaching out
you
and asking
reacted
if you're a
after
creator,
that
I'd like
interview
to challenge Phil
shows
Set. I'd
everyone
be
the
open to
type
it,
of
but that would be
person
their
you
prerogative
are.
to reach out
So
to
no
me.
one's
I'm
gonna
not
want to
going
do that
bother
after
and bring the nonsense to
that.
them. They'd have to be willingly wanting that
nonsense.
from me. Because, you know, I wouldn't create the nonsense. All the idiots on the internet would. Guess how many people have asked me for sets so far? 0.0.
Because they know you're trash at it? They know you're trash.
Jay says, I think you will not like Zangief. Really? You don't think so? He's definitely different in this one. You could tell that they've completely changed how he plays. Although his 360, you know, spinning pile driver is really, really crazy in this one. It seems like it's a different style of character. Like, he's going to be based on trying to get counter hits to get damage. He does have some moves that advance, but I'm not sure the moves are safe, but maybe they are. Like, what I've seen is pretty different. You know, the whole dash canceling into the kick, that big flipping kick to get across the screen. His spinning clothesline has short range, but has big invincibility. He does seem very different. So we'll find out when I use him. Oof. All right, guys, are we good? Are we good? Are we ready to get started? No, I'm not using the in-game commentators. I as it is, okay. So for over 2 years, for about 2 years now, I've been using these neck phones. Correct? They're nice, and they definitely stopped me from getting ear infections, which is great, because I don't want to have ear infections anymore. It was really bad that year when I had them a million times. But I just don't hear things as well anymore. Okay, it's harder for me to hear dialogue. It's harder for me to hear music in particular, like the background music.
So maybe you should like
if the commentary
shower
was on,
more
I
often,
would
so you wouldn't have to worry about
right now,
getting
I wouldn't
hearing
understand it. I
that.
wouldn't be able to actively hear it. It would just be a bunch of gibberish, and so there's no point in even turning it on. Like seriously, I mean it. Like I don't think I would get anything out of it. You know, if I had open air sound, if I had headphones, like regular headphones, but basically this is something that I needed to balance. You know what I mean? I have to. It's a trade-off. I don't have ear infections anymore, and but I do have worse audio, and there's not a heck of a lot I can do about that. I just need to continue to use these so I don't get ear infections. I got these off. Someone just said, "Where'd you get them from?" I got them off Amazon. I don't know if they still have them. This is a 2-year-old product now. I don't know if they still have them, but they were from Amazon. I would assume eventually they'll make more models of that, right? They probably will. They probably had one model, and they'll probably have better models, you know, in the future.
So what happens if you break those, Phil? What are you gonna do?
How am I doing, Dark Dollbuck? I'm doing all right. We've had a crazy week.
Maybe if you like
really
showered
fun,
more
good
often,
gameplay,
you
some
wouldn't
terrible
and
gameplay,
actually
some wins,
cleaned
some
your
losses,
equipment and
hits.
stuff.
I'm
You wouldn't
enjoying
have to worry
the game.
about
Great for the whole weekend.
ear
Looking forward to more.
infections.
That's right. You went to a convention, correct? You said you had a good time. It's good to hear. I'm glad you had a good time.
Don't you point at me, motherfucker.
Jade says Zangief is very slow. He has no combos. Yeah, I mean, I've basically seen very little combos. Even for the people who dominated me, they weren't really doing combos. You're right. They would go for like one counter hit and then a mix up, either a second hit or like a throw. Yeah, you're right. You're right in that regard. Hello, Rugal. Good to see you. Darth Riven says, are they officially called neck phones? I think they're called wireless. Hold on. I'll tell you in a second.
Oh my god. See, he can't actually just go on Amazon and go to his orders list, because that list would be way too long from when he actually bought it.
3D surround gaming neck set. Yes, that's what it actually says on the box. 3D surround gaming neck set. Hayden Christensen was sweet and nice, says Dark Callback. That's nice to hear. Nice to hear that people are nice. Yes, it's supposed to support surround sound. Does it really? It's essentially simulated surround sound. It's not. It's good. It's not great. When I had surround sound headphones, they were much better. This is okay. It's better than nothing, but it's certainly not as good
And
as
he's so fucking picky. He needs that surround sound. It can't just be a normal headphones, which would sound fine.
I have not bought new parts or upgraded them in any way. No. You probably get that neck set cheap, because from what I understand, a lot of people reviewed it poorly, but it's because they were expecting like theater quality sound out of it. It's like, why would you think that you would get that out of those? You're not, you know, they serve a purpose. They give you sound that's decent, open air, without an enclosed environment of headphones. Like, that's supposed to be what they do, but you're always gonna have trade-offs for that. For me, I accept the trade-off to keep my health good. But why people would say, oh, I bought them, they don't sound great. Well, what the fuck, dude? Like, what did you think was gonna happen? It's a certain kind of product. It's not promising you Bose level, you know, surround sound. They're not Sennheisers, right? Jade says, why is Sagat not in this? I don't know. Sagat also wasn't in Street Fighter 5, and then everyone complained that they added him as DLC. Maybe they'll eventually add him in this. I don't know. You know what I really wish they would do? I wish they would make bone conduction headphones that work with consoles. Because I looked into it over 2 years ago when I was looking for an alternative. And
I think your skull's too thick for that. I don't think it would actually work.
Bone conduction headphones that you place them around your ear against your jawbone. And basically, it creates sound by vibrating near your bone. It's unique, completely unique. And
don't say bone.
You don't need an enclosed cup, and it sounds. Everyone says it sounds amazing, but they don't work with consoles. Like, they just don't at all. They're not compatible. They're all like, you have to plug them into like a USB or whatever, and it won't work with the console. It won't recognize the device. Eventually, I feel like that's the future. Like, everyone's gonna want that shit. Why are you gonna want to have something that encases your ear, makes it sweaty and moist? Right? It seems like this is
because 99.999% of people can wear headphones and be totally fine with it and not have frequent long series of ear infections because of it. Because most people are normal, Phil. Hell, I don't really clean my headphones. I just kind of throw them on, and I use them a lot, and like, they never get super greasy. I don't get ear infections. Like, I don't know what, like, maybe he just protrudes so much grease because he never actually showers, and it just like, or maybe he's just like extremely oily. Like, I'm Italian too, right? Like, but I'm more dry instead of greasy. I have like dry skin, I'm not greasy. But like, I know some Italians can be like really fucking greasy, so. But still, like, if you showered every day like a normal person, that wouldn't be a problem. Or wash your headphone, or like wipe down your headphones at the end of the day or something. Because most people don't have issues with normal headphones. You're like the weird oddity. This is not a normal thing that everyone has to deal with the ear infections with these headphones. It's not the case.
This is the future tech that people would want, but
no, just you.
It's dumb that they
because you're a weirdo.
They only work with like PC and that's it.
Because you're the alien here, Phil, not us. Alien side, Phil. You come from the dark side of the moon.
Thank you for a great podcast. Thanks for chilling with me. This is exactly what I needed, by the way. I needed a nice chill podcast to start the day, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Great show.
When isn't his podcast quote unquote chill though? Like when is his podcast all tense? Like all he does is fucking do Q&A from his dumbass audience and talk about his fucking schedule every fucking podcast. It's like clockwork. Jeez. Let's see, how long were these? These were all pretty short, so I'm gonna watch a few of these before we go. Who is this again? Oh, me. Shout out Monopoly.
Oh, Cortez wants to have a drink with me. First. So this is from my original Mass Effect 3 playthrough. Yes, 98 parts, because back then each video I put out was 10 minutes long because of YouTube's size limitations on videos.
You see? And he spammed his fucking viewers.
12+ years ago. This is an infamous part. Everyone remember this one? Life.
Some of the eye candy in the crowd isn't too shabby.
Oh God, I'm gonna say I'm eye candy too. Oh no! Oh! Fuck it.
I'm hurt. Why are you looking over here? Who said I'm not?
Oh my God. Here I am. Why am I freaking out? Right? I guess you know why? Because I think this was the first opportunity ever in any video game that I had ever like played where there was like an option to be like a homosexual romance option.
You can't say gay.
Even in Mass Effect up to this point, I'm pretty sure this is the first option like that, right?
You can't say gay, he has to like be super scientific or it's like homosexual relationship.
Well, two reasons. Number one, having a camera sitting in front of you when you're talking, this camera didn't have any bass or anything, so it wouldn't actually pick up my true voice. It made me always sound more high pitched in my voice than I really was in real life.
Wait, what?
But also,
how do we get onto that?
My throat. You know,
I smoke too much, sweetie, and I drink too much, so I don't sound as like I used to anymore.
I've been content for 15 straight years, and over the years, me talking all day, every day, has legitimately changed my voice.
Oh, you poor
voice
thing.
I'm a whole different octave
There's
now,
so much
I have a little bit more deepness to my
health
voice now
issues
than I
with
used to
being
when I
a
was younger, when I had more high-pitched
streamer.
voice. Things change over time. My throat's all screwed up, gunked up, swollen and shit half the time. It's from talking. Unless I ever took an extended period of time away from doing this, my voice will never fix itself. So,
oh no.
I'm never really gonna be able to sing again like I used to. Okay. Anyway, let's
You never
continue.
could sing,
This is a
Phil.
funny scene where they dance together, if I remember correctly.
He can't carry a melody.
God damn it. Obviously, I think it would be hilarious to see him end up being with this dude, but I also want to see if I can get, like, Liara or someone else, like Ashley. Here we go.
I haven't had the right moment with the right man. Oh,
There
really?
you go.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Yes.
Lead the way.
I'm laughing like the Joker. I'm laughing like fucking Cesar Romero Joker. Again, back then, it was a different time for sure. And it would be like, oh,
Gotta
this is
hide and
hilarious.
cover
I'm
up
cracking
my
up like that,
my
like, this is like a big
homophobia
deal,
over here.
right?
It was a different time, guys. Honestly, everyone was making fun of gay people back then. I was just joining in with the people.
Step off my shuttle right into hell.
I love it. To dance and dance.
Worry about whether you'll make it back. I didn't know you cared. You're our commander, but
Oh, my God.
you've been there for me.
I'm more offended by this quote-unquote dancing. They're literally just shaking. They're literally just bobbing back and forth. What kind of dancing is this?
I thought I felt something between us.
Oh. Oh, no. What's he gonna do? Oh, no. No, don't do that. No.
See, Matt, what? Today I'm like, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. I mean, it's silly that it's in the game, but it's not a big deal. But you're
Oh,
talking
it's
12
silly,
person
yeah.
for a video game to have something like that in it was actually shocking, different, and fun. I guess I thought it was funny, right? But this
You still do
video,
think it's funny.
I remember. You see 34,000 views. The rest of the playthrough didn't have 34,000 views. Had a few thousand views per part, you know. But this particular one, because of this happening, I mean, these choices, people were freaking out. Oh, someone did the choices in Mass Effect and put it up on their playthrough, right? They're like freaking out about it on the internet.
Ow.
It's almost like you were a clown.
Today is a good day. Tonight would be better.
I'm gonna fucking throw up.
Listen to me, I'm gonna fucking throw up because he kissed a guy.
Because you're homophobic. Now, I've said this before, but like, he always doth protest too much, in my opinion. You know, he was always like projecting like his masculinity out there. Like, I always kind of felt that he might be closeted gay or closeted homosexual. Whatever you closeted homosexual, because you can't say gay apparently. But yeah, no, it's like I always thought he was slightly either that or just didn't have a libido at all. But like, and so like he would always like try to be like, ew, that's so gross. Like, oh, I only like the women, blah blah blah. Like super obviously sexual to the women or whatever is like projection to try to mask any possibility that people could sense any kind of or whatever. And it was like it always seemed like a mask or whatever is like.
To the time we have to get. Let's not take one moment for granted.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing about with homosexual. There's nothing wrong.
Oh,
with
okay,
homosexuality.
uh-huh.
It's very, 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 very straight, and that was very, 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 very bad.
You see what I'm saying? I'm just super straight, guys. I'm like the most straightest guy ever.
Ah!
See, so, you know, things change. Back then, why would I act like that, right? Why?
Because you're homophobic?
Because people will talk about it.
Because you're a closeted
Got me more
homosexual?
views. People made montages, you know, trisexual Shepard, that in the, you know, in each game, like the first game, I think Shepard had a romantic relationship with Liara. In the second game, I want to say it was with Miranda, and then in this one, in the third one, it was Cortez. So because of that, people were like, "Oh, look at this trisexual Shepard." So that's what I mean. Back then, I would literally overact on purpose. Was I overacting in that video? Yes, absolutely, 1,000,000%. Yes, that was purposeful overacting, hamming it up.
Oh, but he's not
so
a
that
character,
people would
though.
laugh at it, and it would get me attention, and it would get me views. That's exactly why I did that kind of stuff back then. Today, I don't do that. You know, I don't. Every once in a while, maybe I get angry at a game
Because it wouldn't work anyway.
But outside of that, you're not going to see me, you know, go over the top. But that's what I mean. This is representative of the old me 12, 13 years ago, that I don't do that stuff anymore. But today, seriously, today, if I were to put out that video, people would be like, oh, so that's basically, you know, he's a homophobe. Because he thinks that it's hilarious or disgusting that there'd be a homosexual relationship, right? In reality, I don't think there's anything wrong with homosexuality. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Be happy with who you are. But back then, I would ham it up on purpose to get attention. And it worked. Let me tell you, look, 34,000 views on that video. I guarantee you all the other parts have not nearly that many.
He's struggling for every excuse he could find. He's like, no, I'm sore, honestly.
When I get my hands on a hot girl's ass, nothing can stop me. Ha ha ha. Yeah, about that. Did you know that Astrogram back there was actually belonged to that girl's twin brother? What? That means I got hard off a guy? Oh no. Homophobic weakness.
Yeah.
And it's basically a troll. Didn't you once call React content the lowest form of content? What I said was that typical React content, which I deemed was basically watching someone
Which is the
else's
same
content,
shit that
whether
he
it
does.
was a live broadcast of a game show, whether it was someone else's video or whatever. Literally just watching it back and making funny faces and every once in a while kind of, you know, chiming in. I did feel like that was a low form of content. Absolutely I did. All right? Now, you guys over the years broke me down and said, Phil, we want you to do React content.
I like the lie
Understand, this is
detector
something
up
that
there.
Everyone does. This is something that we feel has added
Wrong,
value
wrong,
for
wrong,
you
wrong.
and your business, and we want you to have this content. Do you
I
understand?
like how
We
he's
like it.
always putting
And I
words
said,
in
well,
his
if I'm gonna do
viewers'
it, I'm gonna do it
mouths.
different than everyone else.
Like,
I'm
his
not just gonna
viewers are
press
always the
play
patsy. They're
on
always the
something's video. I'm not
excuse. Just
gonna
like,
press play on
well,
a
I
trailer and
wanted
go,
to do this,
boo,
but
oh,
my
make silly
viewers
faces and
wanted this.
scream.
My viewers
Oh my
wanted
God,
that.
it's a Dragon Ball trailer. Oh, and all it is showing Goku just posing like this, going, ha. It's like, and you're screaming, oh, because you're overacting to basically get in a reaction, right? I don't do that crap, and you guys know that.
You're still
When you watch my
reacting
React
to
content,
shit.
It's very different. I want to make sure that
It's
whatever
still
content I'm putting out
garbage,
has
Phil.
some kind of meaning
You're still
behind it.
reacting to something. It's the same shit.
When I've been watching documentaries, and the fact that I'm adding so much supplemental information.
No, what you do is you always make everything you react to about yourself. Always. It's like no matter what it could be about. It could be about jellyfish. He could be watching a video about jellyfish. Like, well, this one time I was actually on the beach and I remember this one kid in front of me actually stepped on a jellyfish and I laughed and I laughed and like, that's what he does. He makes every fucking little thing that he sees on screen when he's reacting about himself. Because he's a fucking narcissist and he thinks people only care about himself and nothing else. I'm like, it's boring shit. And it's just as much garbage as all the other shit that he's saying is bad. No, your React stuff is even arguably worse than that, Phil.
When I'm watching these documentaries, I'm giving you my take. I'm giving you stuff from my perspective, my experience as a YouTuber.
Yeah, exactly. He's making it about him.
Documentary and stuff like that.
No one cares.
When we're watching these game events, I'm doing my best again to try to add my perspective or whatever. It's not just me making silly faces. And what's funny is I'll watch a documentary that's 90 minutes long. And
but his thumbnail's all about him making
silly
silly
faces. I don't
faces.
understand when someone else did a live react, it took them 2 hours to get through. Why does it take you 4 hours? Because I actually add content.
Garbage.
It's not just me essentially rebroadcasting someone else's content and making a buck on it. It's me actually adding so much content that it would be considered a full.
He doesn't understand fair use laws at all. Like, at all.
And it makes it different content. Do you understand?
Do you
that's
understand?
What I want to do. When we're doing DSP versus the internet every week, I want to make sure that I'm putting out content that is different enough that it feels unique, and it's not just me watching someone else's stuff. All right? Now, that's different than the React content that I was criticizing. The React content that I criticized in the past was literally people overacting or just making silly faces and dumb one-liner comments during a React thing they were doing. It is true that on a day when someone doesn't want to really put out meaningful or thoughtful content, they'll do a React. They'll just, I'm doing a React stream today, guys. What do you want me to react to today?
That's
and then
what
they'll just
you
take a bunch
do.
of suggestions, click on it. All right, let's just watch it. And we watch it and just talk over. Okay, great. Oh, by the way, thanks for all these donations and things you just sent me, right? For what? You talked over someone's video? That's stupid. But for me, I'm trying to do it very differently. As you see, with DSP Reacts, it is a very different style of channel. It's not just me doing that. There's other content on that channel.
Wait.
Maker rankings. We got video reviews of stuff.
That's weird. Does this not work? I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Huh. That is weird. Hold on. Yeah, So I was just checking my stream on YouTube, and some people were saying stuff in the chat, but my chat Look, am I broadcasting dual? Yeah, I should be broadcasting dual, but my live chat over here is just empty. It wasn't showing anything. I'm sorry about that. I would have actually been replying to you and shouting you out and everything had I actually seen it. I don't know. It says live chat. I wonder how come that wasn't working. I'm sorry about that. Now I feel bad. Why is that not showing up in the live chat thing? I guess I'm just gonna always have to keep the stream open on my phone just to keep up with the live chat then, so I'm not missing out if someone's like saying something, or I can respond or whatever. Because I'm not trying to ignore you. But sorry
And
about that.
you know, the weekly show, and then also live reacting to other events as well. So all of that, I'm trying to do totally differently. And some people outright have said it's so different they don't like it. Fair enough. If you don't like my style of reacting, you don't have to watch it. But understand that's why I do things differently. I want to feel like I'm giving you something worth your time, and it's not just biting off of someone else's work. It's something that's transformative enough that feels like it's a show based
Why
on
is
me
this
actually
not
putting in
working?
effort. You understand? I'm not just going to sit here and make money off the backs of others. I don't want that, okay?
You wait, what was that? You
I
do
do
make
still
money off the back of others.
I do still feel that there are content creators out there that make bottom of the barrel content when it comes to this. What they do, sadly, is they put in the minimum effort and they basically just talk over other people's stuff. And that's not what I'm about at all. All right? I want to have meaningful content, and I want to, excuse me, put out stuff that people enjoy that's not just fluff. So I hope you understand that's why it's a little different. A lot of people complain, you pause too much, you add too much. That's me. That's my style of reacting. If you don't like it, hey, I can only be me and do stuff my way. You know what I'm saying? So I hope you guys understand that. Okay.
Oh, I was gonna say, why did he go quiet all of a sudden? I can't even tell if it's. Stupid OBS. Why was it not updating the damn chat? Should I like? I had it on live chat. I didn't even have it on top chat. Ugh. I'm sorry. I really hate that people like that I was ignoring people because I wasn't trying to.
Is super early. You're ridiculous. I mean, I used to have office jobs where I had to get up at 5 a.m. And then I had to get up, get ready for work, get breakfast, drive to work on the highway for an hour every day to get there. You know, just to be there for like 9:30 a.m. and work my 8-hour shift and then come home. You know, I've been through that grind. No, 10 a.m. is not early. It's early for me because my schedule is different. It's a silly thing to say.
It is silly for you to say,
shout
Phil.
out to Cyber Skelly, who became a channel member. Thank you very much to Cyber Skelly for the membership. I appreciate that very much. Okay. I think that covers everything. I think so. Cool. So, we have a little bit of extra. If anyone wants to throw questions at me, I'll do a little bit of Q&A before we get set up for the React show for the week. Like I said, this is a shorter podcast today because I did start late. Derek says, what about using a random number generator for DSP versus the internet? I mean, in order to do that, Derek, I would each post, which YouTube does not do with its comment system, so that's not going to work. JDTV says, hey, I'm not able to be here as much as I could. I'm getting addicted to Diablo 4. It's an amazing game. Play as a rogue or sorcerer.
Wait, what?
I'm glad system, so that's not going to work. JDTV says, hey, I'm not able to be here as much as I could.
Why
I'm getting
the?
addicted to Diablo 4.
Oh man, the
It's an amazing
sync
game.
just
Play as
got
a
off
rogue or
of
sorcerer. There you go. I'm glad to hear you're enjoying the game, JD. Come by when you can. You can always watch on demand. Thanks for stopping by today.
What the heck happened?
Okay.
Well, we're almost done. I'm
Bubble
sorry
Pop.
about that.
So I don't mean to cross the line, but everyone is now.
Well, for
worried
whatever reason,
that
it somehow
issues
got
that are health
desynced.
related. Without going into details, can you put our minds at ease? Yeah, I'm not dying. It's that simple.
Oh. Oh, fuck.
Is super early. You're ridiculous. I mean, I used to have by today.
Technical issues. No, it's just the video itself is desynced
Cross the line, but everyone is now worried
for some reason.
Issues off stream that are health related. Without going into details, can you put our minds at ease? Yeah, I'm not dying. It's that simple. Have there been health problems involving me and my family? Yes. There have been health
Yes, there are health
and
issues,
there's
dude.
been situations where it's affected my work because of it. Okay? No one is dying. You don't have to worry about that. Okay. So there you go. No worries. That's the best I can tell you. No, no one is sick and dying on their deathbed or anything like that.
But Phil, we're all dying slowly.
Yeah, it's annoying when real life
you more than others.
Falls into the business-related stuff. I hate that. I told you the last 5-6 years, my ultimate goal has been to separate personal and professional. I want to have a personal life over here and a professional life over here, and they're purposefully separated, and they don't bleed into each other. And it's not, it's just not. It's not always possible that can happen, all right? And I get that, and it sucks. You get a day, I'm late. Stream today. There's stuff going on personal in my life. It sucks, all right? But that's life. As you get older especially, more stuff like this happens. You know? What it is when you're young,
he's acting like he's 60 years old, like 67 years old. Well, it happens. Your body just starts to fail on ya. You know, your liver just kind of quits. Not anything to do with drinking too much or anything.
And now, you know, I'm getting older, and now that shit happens. It's like, you learn to deal with it. You roll with the punches, you know what I'm saying? But no, I don't want anyone to freak out and think that there's something horrendously impending, awful happening behind the scenes like that. You know, don't worry in that regard. You know,
he just had a drinking day. That's all.
I know I say that, and this is why that was really stupid. Because when I say shit like that, then it always blows up in my face. So let me just put it this way: as of right now, okay, nothing like that. That doesn't mean that something couldn't change. Because then what happens if something happens in the hospital, and you're like,
what?
Well, you just said that nothing was bad. Well, yeah, now, to my knowledge. Like I said, knock on wood, right? Not that I'm superstitious, but that's what I mean.
Well, you already had a stroke before, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Right? So it starts with a little leak, and the next thing you know, you have a river coming through your house. Like, Jesus. So, let's hope that things stay, you know, the way they are, and it's not so bad, right? I mean, really, I know it sucks, but the older I get, more I'm like, Jesus, I just know.
You're not,
coming,
you're
right?
40 years old, Phil. 40. You're not 60.
Right?
Not 60 or 70, but 40. 40. Not that old. That's middle age.
Okay.
But he's acting like his fucking body's failing on him. I don't know why that video was desynced. Oh, come on, duty. Get with the program, man. I don't know what's going on. And then we got, well, the last video for today from a Snort Hogan.
Something, brother.
And then I'm going to bed because it is 5 in the morning. Which is my usual bedtime anyway, but...
everyone, I would appreciate it if you could support the stream in any way, whether that be a like, talking with me is cool, a super chat, a super sticker, a tip, a membership, a gifted membership, all much appreciated. All right, thank you so much for watching my Diablo 4 chill stream. Let's see what we got in this dungeon. So guys, again, if you are enjoying the playthrough, sure it'd be great if you could support it in some way. Thank you in advance to anyone who does. Also, if you're watching this on demand on YouTube, remember, simply liking this video, leaving comments. Perhaps considering there's a floating bush right there. Do you see that? Right next to the tree, there's a floating bush. You see it, right? It really sticks out.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, if you're watching on demand, remember.
Like, look at the quality of his, like, capture device. It's so blurry. Like, I know, like, it's a darker type of game and there's fog in the environment or whatever. But, like, if you were to zoom in, it just looks so bad. Like, so bad.
If you do a super thanks for the channel, that'd be great. I think this is probably one of the biggest drop-offs we've seen for a brand new release, only day 2.
See, here's where he's complaining about, yeah, see, it's guilt tripping, because he was complaining so hard on the second day that not enough people showed up for Diablo 2, and he was super upset, because he probably didn't get any decent-sized donations or whatever. So if that continues, we all know he's gonna end up fucking dropping this.
And, about 200 less viewers. And support has dramatically slowed down. It's not the end of the world. I'm certainly not complaining.
Oh, you sure about that?
It's been tremendously, amazingly positive.
Look at this boring gameplay. He's just like zapping things. Like, at least if it was a warrior or rogue or something, you'd have cool skills and like be zipping up and like around the battlefield faster or like sneaking up on people or something, but this is just boring shooting lightning at people. I'm like, how is that entertaining to watch? No wonder they're dropping off.
I don't really see mainstream attendance for Diablo. This is the kind of game that it is, you know. Well, I think this is a good time. We'll split the part, guys. We play for about an hour. Again, if you are enjoying Diablo 3, it would be great. If you could like the video, leave a comment on it. If you're watching it on demand after the fact, that would help a lot for engagement. And again, anyone who liked it, if you want to contribute, thank you. Let's continue. All right, guys. So yeah, we're halfway through tonight's Diablo 4 stream. And yeah, as you can see, this is slowed down to a crawl
Living on a
when it
prayer.
came to support. And actually, we have about 200 less viewers than last night. So it is what it is.
Still
I was
bitching.
curious, how would this work? And now we know. It's just
Yeah,
gonna be
it
another
doesn't
late night show
work,
stream like every other
guys.
game. It's basically the same as like Final Fantasy V right now, honestly. In fact, I actually think we have less support tonight than we had for Final Fantasy V. So it is what it is, I guess. Not a huge deal. Street Fighter's been going great, so don't get me wrong. But I'm just making a factual observation here. Yeah, and all the people who screamed Diablo 4, Diablo 4, where are those people exactly, right? Gee, I
Where
wonder.
are those people?
Anyway,
You said you
let's
liked the
continue on with another hour
game.
of chill fun. Let's go. All right, let's
Let's
continue,
go.
guys. We open this
Alright, I resume the part,
Got the jury.
guys. Yeah, it's just alright, that's all that I wanted to watch. So I think I still have one or two, like a couple more pre-stream ones that I think were the right ones that I also wanted to see also. I'll have to double check. I'm going to have to look into why OBS was not updating or showing me any of the chats. Like I had this, it's showing it now because I refreshed it, but this whole time this was empty. This wasn't showing me any of this. And I'm upset because, like, I would have been, like, we're talking to you guys. Like, to be honest, I didn't know anyone was watching this. Because I just, like, I know it's live stream or whatever, but this whole time I was streaming, this chat was empty. So I just assumed no one was watching me, right? So I was just going on like I was making a video because no one was talking to me. Or so I thought. And then it turns out there's people actually talking. I'm like, I don't want people thinking that I'm like ignoring you guys, because I'm not. It just literally this whole time this was all empty. And I'm like, why was OBS just not fucking showing me this? Because like once I figured it out, like what was it, like 5-10 minutes ago? I refreshed it and then it showed up. But like I never thought to try to refresh it before. And this whole time it was on live chat. Like when I started the stream, I have live chat up on selected, and it wasn't showing me any of this. And it just pisses me off because like I don't want you guys thinking I'm ignoring you, because that's not the case at all. Like I like talking with people. It would have made this like a little bit more bearable if I was actually like talking or replying to y'all. So I'm sorry about all that. I'm gonna have to, maybe there's an update pending, or I'll have to check. Or maybe I'll just have to have something like on the side here as like next time I do this, I'll just have to have like the stream open in a different window over here so I can just double check to make sure so it doesn't do this again. Because I don't want people thinking that I'm purposely ignoring them when that's not the case at all. It just makes me upset. Because, like, no one wants to feel like they're being ignored, you know? I'm disappointed with you, fucking OBS. But that was it. I mean, this went a lot better than the last time. Because the first time I tried streaming, that was bad. That was tedious to get through, really bad. So at least like, let me edit this description a bit. While we're live, Streamception here, so I can edit the description. But I'll keep talking while I'm doing this. At least this time I had an ideal of that there was something on that pre-stream that I wanted to talk about, so it actually gave me something to talk about. But like going into a pre-stream podcast cold, that like you never know if it's gonna give you some if there's gonna be something you can talk about and react to, or if it's just boring as hell. So, all right, well, I'm gonna end this and then I'll finish updating that. But I really am sorry about that, because that just pisses me off. Fucking OBS. I don't know if it's like something on my end for OBS and I just didn't like, I don't know if like you have to constantly keep refreshing that to make sure it's up to date. I just assumed it was up to date and no one was watching, so I am sorry about that. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this or something. I did have fun doing this, but it's getting pretty late for me. It's 5 a.m., 5:13 now, so I'm going to bed. I'll see you guys for the next one.